All right. Good evening, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. Hopefully that the live chat's working. It is time for another Phillies edition of Play-by-Play with JJ. My name is Jason Joseph. Phillies are taking on the Atlanta Braves on Sunday Night Baseball to wrap up this four-game set. Another sold-out crowd at Citizens Bank Park. And, well, both of the pitchers on the mound for tonight will be Spencer Schwellenbach for the Atlanta Braves and Aaron Nola, who's going to be out there for the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies will be taking the field first, of course. They ended up winning last night's game, and they're up in the series 2-1. They played pretty good overall last night. Thought that Zach Wheeler did an exceptional job on the mound, And the bats, well, they definitely they stepped up when they had to. That's for sure. You had a nice home run by Edmundo Sosa. Also was able to get another solo homer from Trey Turner. And then how about Wes Wilson, man, on that RBI double by Edmundo Sosa, being able to swipe underneath the tag of the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. That was really cool. So here we go. Let's get into the starting lineup for the Atlanta Braves as we're ready to get underway for the top of the first. So it'll be Michael Harris II batting in the leadoff spot. Then you got Jorge Soler playing out in right field, batting second. Marcell Ozuna will be DHing once again and batting third. That's Matt Olson, who was in the cleanup spot over at first base. Travis d'Arnaud gets the catching duties once again tonight for the Braves, and he is batting fifth. Then Whit Merrifield slides all the way down to the sixth spot, and he's playing over at second base. Jared Kelenic is the left fielder for tonight's game. He'll be batting seventh in this lineup tonight. And, there we go. And then batting eighth will be Orlando Arcia, who's playing over at shortstop. And then Gio Urshela will be rounding things up, and he will be batting ninth. So once again, it'll be Harris, Soler, Ozuna, Olson, d'Arnaud, Merrifield, Kelenic, Arcia, and Urshela. And here we go. All right, so we are underway. First pitch, line drive, caught over at second base by Bryson Stott, and there is one away. Oh, sorry. Didn't realize that was all the way down. All right, so one pitch and one out. Kelenic lines out. Or Harris lines out, And the pitch, and that's taken for a strike. So Arcia is batting eighth, and Urshela is batting in the ninth spot. Here's Jorge Soler, has 17 homers on the season so far. The ball is one strike. We'll get to Nola's numbers in just a few moments. Phillies are in their white pinstripes as the next pitch is at 94, and it's taken for strike two. Aaron Nola this season has a 12-6 record. He's 6 for 21. Soler 6 for 21 against Nola lifetime. And the 0-2 pitch, and that is in the dirt for a ball. Nola does have a 3.30 earned run average and 153 strikeouts as well on the season. And a 1.16 whip too. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nola gets set at the letters once again. 1 out, top of the first. And Nola kicks and fires the pitch. Just outside. It was a sinker, and the count is even at 2 apiece. Crew chief for tonight. Well, it'll be Edwin Moscasco. He is behind the plate. Then you got Vic Carapaz over at first base, Paul Clemens at second, and Adam Hamari over at third base. 2-2 delivery, swing and a miss, and Aaron Nola gets his first strikeout of the evening. It's out number 2 here in the first as he cashes one into the bank. So a line out from Michael Harris II, and Soler strikes out swinging And up to bat is Marcell Ozuna. On the defensive side of the diamond for the Phils, it'll be JT behind the plate. Over at first base, it's Harper. At second, it's Stott. Turner's at short, and Sosa's over at third. And the pitch to Ozuna. Fly ball hit out over to right field. It's hooking foul and goes out of play. Left fielder for the Phillies will be Austin Hayes. Then it's Brandon Marsh playing out in center field. And Nick Castellanos is in right. Thank you so much, Serena. Appreciate it. I don't know why this isn't working again. 0-1 is the count to Ozuna. And the pitch, it's a curveball that's in the dirt. Aaron Nola, the last time that he pitched, he went 7 innings against the Astros and did a really good job. Had 6 strikeouts on 102 pitches, 6 ground ball outs, and 13 flyouts. The next pitch, another curveball that just misses. Did not allow any runs in the game, just 1 walk. And he's only allowed 2 extra base hits in his last 3 starts. 2-1. That is fouled away. The outing before that is when he pitched against the Atlanta Braves. And he just went 5 1/3. Allowed 2 earned runs, 8 hits. 1 was a home run. 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the next one is fouled back. The home run that he did allow was to Orlando Arcia, who ended up having a 2 solo homer game in this series. That was in the last series. What's going on, Denver? What's going on, chat? 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the first. And the pitch. Cutter that misses off the plate for ball 3, and the count is now full. Ozuna has faced Nola 63 times. Really 65. He's only walked twice against him. Next pitch on the way. Ground ball deflected off the glove of Nola into center field for a base hit. And Marsh does get over to it, but Marcell Ozuna gets his 16th career hit against Aaron Nola. It was a one-hopper that was hit back over towards the mound, and it was deflected off of Nola's glove as he tried to reach for it. And just an unlucky bounce. It's a beautiful shot. They have the game is on ESPN. They showed like a second base angle. The pitch to Matt Olson. And he takes a curveball in there for strike 1. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. We go on for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. That's what we do on here. Olson is coming up. No balls, 1 strike. 14 pitches by Nola in the first. And the 0-1 delivery, a curveball that is swung on and missed. That went pretty low. Looked like it was going to be a strike, but it ended up being a ball. And Olson chased after it. Thank you, Edward. Appreciate it. And the 0-2 delivery, and it's popped up and hit out over towards right field. It's carrying, but Castellanos takes a couple steps in front of the track, and he's there to make the grab. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left, and we head to the bottom of the first. The Phillies are coming up to bats. Okay. All right. Let's fix this. Let's do that right now. Apologize, I can't see everybody's chat. Let me try to do this again. I don't understand why this thing is giving me problems, but it is. Ninja chat. Apply. Close. All right, let's see how this works. And of course, this won't drag. There we go. Good start, says Vigilant Tracker. All right, what did I miss on here? Well, first of all, let me get into the starting lineup for the Philadelphia Phillies. Let's do that right now. So we're in the bottom of the first. It'll be Kyle Schwarber, Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Nick Castellanos, Bryson Stott, JT Realmuto. Brandon Marsh is playing out in center field. Austin Hayes is playing out in left, and Edmundo Sosa is the third baseman. He's batting ninth today. Interesting lineup for the Phils. So Schwarber's DHing, Turner's at short, Harper's at first, Castellanos in the cleanup spot. He's playing out in right field. Still no Alec Bohm. And then it's Bryson Stott who's over at second. JT Realmuto's catching behind the plate. And then it'll be Brandon Marsh playing out in center field. Batting seventh. Eighth will be Austin Hayes playing out in left field. And then it's Edmundo Sosa who's over at third base. He's batting in the 9th spot. Hopefully you're all doing well. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. See that we have 317 people that are tuning in on here. That is absolutely fantastic. And I appreciate, again, all the love and the support that you guys have given us on this channel. Trying to do a lot of things at once. Where is it? There we go. Good stuff. Oh, it says we have 172. I think that was like 300 total views. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, this isn't working. So again, it's Schwarber batting in the leadoff spot. Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Castellanos, Stott, Realmuto, Marsh, Hayes, and Sosa. In the first pitch, it's a ground ball, foul ball over towards the first base side, and it is out of play. Schwarber hasn't homered in his last 66 at-bats. He's been homerless. The 0-1 is a curveball that's at the kneecaps for strike 2. It's one for his last 23. That's it. The ball's 2 strikes, and Schwellenbach kicks and fires and throws a pitch that's in the dirt. Spencer Schwellenbach, 24 years old, from Saginaw, Michigan, is a 5-6 record, a 3.72 earned run average. He's 6 feet 1 inch tall and weighs 200 pounds. And throws righty as the 1-2 is high and away for ball 2. We love the Phillies, says Black Crypto Millionaires. What's going on, man? How you doing? Thanks so much for stopping by. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Schwarber is high and away again for ball 3. Kyle's average has dipped down to 238. And to put it in perspective, well, he was batting 261 on August 7th. 3-2 pitch, and he fouls it back. Started off the month of August really hot. Ended up going on a 7-game hitting streak to start off the month. Really 8 if you count the last game of July. 3-2 pitch on the way. That's a rocket that's launched out to right field for a base hit as it takes a couple of bounces in front of Jorge Soler, and Kyle Schwarber gets a leadoff single. That's his second single in his last 24 at-bats, and he is over at first. So that was a nice swing. He took a pitch that was right down the middle, and he didn't want to do too much with it, but just put it in a good spot and hit it hard. And I think that that's what really matters. So Schwarber does get on, and it's Trey Turner who was up next. In the first pitch, there's a line drive it out over to center field. Harris on the slide, and he does make the catch. And Schwarber retreats back over to first. Well, you go back to that incredible catch that Michael Harris II had last night. Definitely doesn't compare to that, but that was still a pretty nice play. Just a smooth slide out in center field. And Schwarber did a good job at not getting too far away from first. You just have to have that awareness, man. Good read, good IQ. He got a good jump on it. And Harris just able to slide and knew that he was there at the right time. Comes Bryce Harper. And the pitch to Harper is fouled away. Bryce batting .279 with 26 home runs and 76 RBI as well. 0-1 is the count. And the next pitch, he bounces it right off of his foot. It's a foul ball. And just looking at that replay, I think Harris wasn't even, I mean, he was sliding, and then he just didn't look and was looking over at first base. And he knew he was going to catch it. The ball's 2 strikes to Bryce Harper. 10 pitches in the first by Schwellenbach, and Harper takes the slider inside. Charge! Schwellenbach kicks and delivers. And it's chopped foul. Now to play. Well, Phillies are 80-56. Got their 80th win last night. They were 46-25 at home. And the Braves, they're 12 games over 500. They're 74-62. And have a 30-34 record on the road. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The next pitch fouled away. Taking a look at the NL East standings. Phillies, of course, are in first place. They're 6 games above the Atlanta Braves. And the Mets, who have now won 4 straight in a row, are hoping that the Phillies can beat Atlanta so that they can be 1 game back behind them. The pitch to Harper. There's a fly ball hit out over to center field. Harris will track it down with ease and make the catch out in center. Sort of had to back up and go over towards his left side. Two away. Schwarber's still on over at first. And Castellanos up to bat. For the Atlanta Braves, on the defensive side of the diamond, they got Travis d'Arnaud catching behind the plate. As Castellanos stares at the ball. It was a cutter. Over at first base, it'll be Matt Olson. Second baseman is Whit Merrifield. Then over at third, it'll be Gio Urshela. Shortstop is Orlando Arcia. We'll get to 7, 8, and 9 in just a few moments. 1 ball, no strikes. And the next pitch, ground ball, hit over to shortstop. Arcia will have to throw it over to first, and he does get Castellanos out. Kelenic playing out over in left field, and Harris is in center. And then the right fielder will be Jorge Soler. No runs, 1 man left on the single, the leadoff single by Kyle Schwarber. And we've played 1 inning and head to the top of the second. No score at Citizens Bank Park. Okay. Why is this chat not working today? I don't understand what the heck is going on. All right. What's up, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. I want to thank you all so much for helping me get to 4,000 subscribers last night. That was really, really awesome. I really cannot thank you enough for that. These last 20 months, man, have been a lot of fun. And I meant everything I said last night. I love my Philly freaks, man. But we don't just accept Phillies or Philly fans on here. We accept everybody. As long as you're a nice person, you love sports, and you're just a good human being. That's all I care about. But I want to thank you for that. JJ chat is working fine. And no, this ninja chat, it's not on my end. In OBS, I can't highlight your comments. That's what I use it for, and so that everything is all in one place rather than miscombobulated. That's what I mean by chat. So I apologize for not specifying. I can't display your chat. So like this chat I can display because it showed up, but none of the other ones after that have showed up. All right. So we head to the top of the second. No score between the Phillies and the Braves. Simply a term of endearment. Well, I appreciate that. Darno, Merrifield, and Kelenic are due up in the batting order for the Atlanta Braves. And Aaron Nola is going to go back out there on the hill for Philadelphia. There's Travis d'Arnaud, and he looks like a four-seamer. It looks a little bit outside, but it's called strike one. We're in the top of the second. Edmundo Sosa, there he is over at third base. Nola is 16-11 against the Braves. This is his 37th appearance. 0-1 is the count, and the next pitch is off the plate. His ERA sits at 3.6, and he has 219 strikeouts in a total of 222 and a third of an inning. 1 ball, 1 strike, and Nola delivers, and it's fouled off. In those 222 and a third of an inning, he has allowed 202 hits, 89 earned runs, 93 runs, and a total of 33 homers. The next pitch, here it is. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And the first out of the inning comes via strikeout to Travis d'Arnaud. That curveball was filthy. Looked like it was going to be a fastball and in there for a strike, and it just tailed all the way to the bottom, close towards the dirt. Deceptive. And Merrifield takes ball one at 93 on the outside. I'll take it. Thank you, Jane. Appreciate it. 1-0 is the count to Merrifield, who was batting in the leadoff spot in the first 3 games of this series. And the next pitch, he swings and misses at a curveball again, and it's a 1-1 count. One ball, 1 strike, and the next pitch, swing and a miss. Nola looks really good so far. Ever since he went to Atlanta, well, this is now his 32nd game, he's batting .250. And according to StatCast, his hard hit percentage is at 31%. It was at 17% with the Phillies. The next pitch on the way, a sinker that swung on and missed, and back-to-back strikeouts for Nola. Rack him up in the chat, that's 3. I mean, Merrifield sort of half swung at that, but no need for an appeal there. And there's 2 away. Skies look absolutely gorgeous out there. It's pretty cloudy at the bank as the next pitch is taken for a strike. It's 83 degrees. Nighttime has struck upon us. Kelenic, who's playing out in left field today, batting .231 this season. 0-1 is the count, and the pitch that is inside and high for a ball. .26 total pitches by Aaron Nola, and he gets the signs from JT, and the 1-1 is a hopper that's fouled away. See that the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals both scored 14 runs in each of their games. The Cubs beat the Nationals 14-1, and the Cardinals won against the Yankees 14-7. 2 outs, top of the second. No score between the Phillies and the Braves. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And, well, the next one is laid off. was a gorgeous night. 2-2 is the count. And Nola winds up and fires. And that pitch is popped up and hit towards left field. Hayes will shuffle his feet and shuffle it again. Gets under it. Makes the grab, and the third out is made. So 1, 2, 3 go the Braves, as 5, 6, and 7 are retired. And we head to the bottom of the second. Phillies are coming back up to bat. They'll send their 5, 6, and 7 hitters up. Okay. Let's do this again. All right. Let me try this Ninja Chat thing one more time. All right, we'll try it one more time. All right. Apologize for these technical difficulties. It's just so much easier when it's organized. All right. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. What are your final score predictions? Comment them down below. We did not get a chance to do that because we've been a little bit out of sorts today. But let me know what your final score predictions are. I would really appreciate that. Taking a look at the scores from earlier today. We mentioned that the Cubs won 14-1 against the Nationals, and that the Cardinals were able to beat the Yankees 14-7. The Reds ended up winning against the Milwaukee Brewers in extra innings. Ended up winning in the 11th. It was by a final score of 4-3. Tigers were hosting the Boston Red Sox and won their game 4-1. Padres were in Tampa Bay and they beat the Rays 4-3. And that was the same score of the Minnesota game. Minnesota took on Toronto. That's where the Phillies will be heading to next. And they'll play against the Blue Jays on Tuesday and Wednesday, but they lost 4-3. Then the Texas Rangers ended up winning 6-4. The final was in the 10th. It was on a 2-run home run by Josh Young that went 348 feet. Orioles won against the Rockies 6-1 out in Denver, Colorado. And then the Halos won against the Mariners 3-2. The Guardians beat the Pirates 6-1. Astros won against the Kansas City Royals 7-2. And the Mets, they shut out the White Sox 2-0. The Marlins won 7-5 out in San Francisco. And the Diamondbacks finally were able to avoid a sweep, and they beat the Dodgers 14-3. All right, so here we are, bottom of the second. The last game standing is this one. And the pitch, and that's taken for strike one. Sunday Night Baseball at Citizens Bank Park. 0-1 is the count. And the pitch to Stott. And he lays off the splitter as Schwellenbach tried to attack, and Stott said no thank you. Philadelphia Sports Edge says Phillies win 3-2 and they walk it off. 1 ball, 1 strike, and Schwellenbach throws it, and it's outside. The 20th pitch, here it is. That's a strike at the kneecaps that topped at 97 miles per hour. Tell you, Spencer Man has really good stuff. The Phillies were able to see how Spencer Schwellenbach was going to perform, and I saw him last Thursday. Pitch on the way. That's taken low for a ball. He went 6 2/3 in his last outing against the Phillies and had 9 strikeouts. Only 3 hits allowed as Stott fouls that one away. Let's go, Phils. Charge. That was a weak one. We got to build it up. Payoff pitch to Stott. Outside and high for ball 4. And Stott gets on with a leadoff walk. So he is standing over at first base. It was a good at-bat by Bryson, too. Got to tell you that Bryson has definitely put up some better at-bats throughout the last week. He really has. If you guys want to become a member, it's $2.99 a month. all you got to do is just click on this link down below. And JT is up to bat, and he takes it high and inside for a ball. That's why I don't make score predictions. It's just predicting who you want to win. Final score predictions. There's a difference between winning and the actual score. I mean, that's a part of it. The 1-0. It's popped up, hit out over to right field. Soler gets under it and catches the can of corn for out number 1. That's the difference. If I were to say, who do you think is going to win, everybody would just say the Phillies. But what do you think the final score is going to be? That's totally different. Predictions are for weather people and casinos. Well, you don't have to make a prediction. Unless you want to be a weatherman in the casino. Comes Brandon Marsh. Takes a curveball that's in there for strike 1. Oh, crack me up. Oh, okay. I predict the final score will be 5-3. Next pitch. And that is fouled away. 5-3. Got you. Somebody said I should be a meteorologist or not that I should be, but I think that they were when we were talking a little bit about the weather, they were like, JJ's a meteorologist too. 0-2, and the next pitch upstairs at 97. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. So we got a runner on over at first. Second inning in a row where the Phillies have gotten the leadoff man aboard. And toss back over to first, and Marsh dives back in, or Stott dives back in there without a tag. Thank you so much for being here, John. Appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please share the word to your family and to your friends as well. Comes the 29th pitch from Spencer Schwellenbach, and it's fouled off, and Marsh does a good job at battling. I like this at-bat here by Marsh. These last 2 at-bats by the Phillies have been pretty good. Just work up the pitch count. That was one of the keys that I was going to make for today. Just make Spencer throw strikes and battle. And he does once again as the next pitch is fouled away. It looked like it was heading into the dirt, but to Marsh's credit, he got a piece of it and stays alive. I'm predicting that there's going to be a rain delay. That's funny. There it goes in the 1-2 pitch. There's a ground ball hit over to shortstop and the flip over to second. There's one that's all that they're going to get. I thought that Stott looked like he was going to go, but decided not to. And, well, he's out over at second, and it's a fielder's choice. Ground out from Brandon Marsh. Where did they put these cameras? They put them on the pitcher? It's weird. Comes Austin Hayes, and he grounds the first pitch over towards the third base side. It's a foul ball, though. The ball is 1 strike, 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And Spencer kicks and delivers. That's a little bit low. Oh, it's on the ump's chest? So each umpire has a little camera attached to them? That's wild. It's pretty cool. The 1-1. Chopped foul. Was a sinker. How about Darren Baker getting the chance to make his major league debut? Got to call games for Darren Baker when he was a member of the Wilmington Blue Rocks. And, of course, his father, Dusty, got to watch. That was really awesome. One ball, two strikes, and the pitch. And that is outside for ball two. I loved calling games for the Blue Rocks. 2-2 on the way. Fly ball hit out over to left field. It will stay towards medium depth, and under it is Kellenick, and he's there to make the grab, and the inning is over. So the second inning in a row where the Phillies got the leadoff man aboard, but nothing else to show for it. And we've played two, and that's the third. No score in Philadelphia. Okay. Let's see where Hayes is. Pitch and duel. I like it. All right. You know what I don't like today? I don't like this Ninja Chat today. We're going to have to stop it. All right. We'll just put this in this spot. That's what we'll do. What's going on, Tom? What's going on, everybody? Thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to take the hat off real quick. All right. Just take a sip of water. How's everybody's Sunday going so far? Let me know down below. What did you guys do today? Did you do anything special? And we love you too. Yep. It's nice. I like the fact that y'all can talk amongst yourselves, I'm trying not to engage with you guys, because of course I am, but I'm trying to look at it a little bit less, and I'm happy that y'all can keep yourselves entertained. That's important for me too. I think that we're getting to that point now, which is awesome, which is really, really awesome. I didn't really see that coming before, but I think that we're at that point, So it's really awesome. That's great. If you have not done so yet, please make sure that you like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell icons. I may not be able to show you the game, but, we try to give you the best sort of radio play-by-play description that we can. And I want to work on that, and it's a win-win for you and me, right? You guys, some of you can't get access to the games, so we try to give you a radio play-by-play call, and that's something that I want to do. So it's a win-win. Arcia comes up, and the pitch is fouled off. Shantae's here. What's going on, Shantae? My Orioles won today. Now it's your turn, says Shantae. The ball's one strike. Nola out there for his third frame of work. And there's a curveball. Check swing. He went around, first base umpire says. Phillies money line today, according to the ESPN bet, is at -125. And the over-under is at 8.5 runs. Arcia lays off the next pitch. It was a curveball, and it's now a 1-2 count. Arcia definitely has had some success against Aaron Nola. One ball, two strikes, and the next one is laid off. So it was outside. Arcia is now 30 years old, and lifetime against Nola. He's 6 for 28, but in more recent games, he's been doing a lot better. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's batting 8th in the order in tonight's game. And the next pitch on the way, swing and a miss. How about Nola taking the chance and going with an elevated fastball? And all Arcia can do is chew his gum as he walks back over towards the dugouts. 4 strikeouts for Nola in this game. Beautiful. 1 out, and the pitch. And that's a fastball that's taken right down the hatch for strike 1. The ball's 1 strike, and Nola gets at the letters and delivers. It looked a little bit outside, and it was just outside by a hair. It's a 1-1 count. Top of the third, 1 out. And no score between the Braves and the Fightins. And the 1-1 delivery is a curveball that swung on and missed. Three seconds are left on the pitch clock. And Nola winds up and fires, and that's pretty high. And the count's now 2-2. Who's ready for football? I'm ready for football. Can you believe that we're 4 days away from our very first game? I think that's crazy. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch is grounded foul towards the third base side. Gio Urshela, who was up to bat, he was on the Detroit Tigers, then was picked up by the Braves as soon as Austin Riley went down. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch, and that is fouled away. .40 total pitches from Aaron Nola. No clue, Jason. I don't even know if... Did you have a wrench before? Did you have one before? 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 5 Ks in the chat. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Back-to-back strikeouts from Aaron Nola. So he struck out Arcia on a high fastball, and this time he goes more towards the middle. That's the 10th swing and a miss tonight from Nola so far. We're not even through the third. And as Michael Harris II comes up, takes one high for a ball. Two outs. Nobody on. And the pitch from Nola is a high strike at 94 miles per hour. So that'll make the count now 1-1. 3 seconds are left on the pitch clock, and Nola kicks and delivers again and throws it a little bit high. Yeah, I didn't really think about this, but when the Eagles do go to Brazil, apparently they're not, the journalists and the reporters, they're not allowed to use X. I didn't really think about that. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch, swing and a miss. And the count is now 2-2. So they got to use threads. Oh boy, are they missing out. Here's the next pitch on the way, and there's a fly ball hit out over to deep right field, and it is gone. And the Braves are able to take the lead. It's 1-0 as Harris kisses that one goodbye and golfs it out to right center. That went 413 feet. And the Braves lead at 1-0 on the solo home run. See where this pitch was. It was towards the knees. Honestly, that was just a good swing by Michael Harris II. Now it's Jorge Soler who will cue this one over towards the first base side. Harper has it. Nola has to go cover the bag, and he does as the flip is made, and Nola does win the relay. So, Aaron Nola does allow his first hit of the game. His second hit of the game, and it's a home run to Michael Harris II. It was a solo shot. And the Phillies are looking to respond in the bottom of the third as they trail 1-0. I'm disinterested until playoffs now. Well, if you're on here, you're interested. So inconsistent. I'll tell you what. Ever since Kyle Schwarber hit that grand slam, I don't know if this, I'm not trying to change your mind or anything, but we all remember when Kyle Schwarber hit that grand slam against the Miami Marlins, right? The Phillies are 11-6 ever since then. And before that, if you just want to count the first half of that second half, well, they only had they were 9-17. They were 9-17, and ever since that grand slam, they're 11-6. So I think that over these last 2 weeks, have they played better? Yes, they have. They have won more games, and they have played better. But we still feel what happened from the very end of the first half. So, wasn't a meatball pitch. I think Harris powered that out. He did. It was a curveball. It landed up right at the knees. It was a really good pitch. Darth, we had a great first half of the season. Won 6 of 7. What are you talking about? It was just 2 outs, says Martian Lynch. Don't forget to like and subscribe, Mod Squad. Let's get a like count. And as we go to the bottom of the third, it is time now for On This Day in Phillies History. Today is September 1st. Hard to believe that that August is behind us and October is on the rise. In 1980, on September 1st in Phillies history, Tim McCarver, according to BroadandPattison.com, they do a great job. Tim McCarver, who had been working as a broadcaster for the team after his retirement the previous year, returns to the dugout as an active player. He was the first catcher to play in 4 decades. Pitch, and that is taken for a strike to Edmundo Sosa. How about Curt Schilling on this day in 1997? He ended up striking out 16 Yankees over 8 innings and just allowed 1 run on 7 hits, but no walks were surrendered. And that was a team record for most strikeouts with no walks. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the next pitch, swing and a miss. In 1953, on September 1st, Robin Roberts also appeared on the cover of Sports Magazine. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the third, and the pitch to Sosa, swing and a miss, and Schwellenbach gets a strikeout to start off the bottom of the third. That's just his first strikeout today. The pitch, and that is taken for a ball. 73 likes. Let's go. The 1-0 to Schwarber is popped up over towards the left side of the infield. And Urshela gets under it, shimmies over towards his left, and is able to make the catch. So 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Comes Trey Turner, who stares at a 97-mile-per-hour pitch that's right down the heart and soul of the plate. Charge! And the 0-1 swing and a miss to Trey. And that's going to make the count now 0-2. Also on this day, it was 10 years ago, as the next pitch is swung on and missed, and Trey Turner strikes out. And the inning is over. We head to the top of the fourth. It's still 1-0 Atlanta. Cole Hamels, Jake Diekman, Ken Giles, and Jonathan Papelbon combined to no-hit the Atlanta Braves, which was a team first. And the offense ended up putting 7 runs to get the win for that game. So Turner does strike out, and the inning is over. All right, I'm going to take a very quick step off. Haven't done this in a while. I will be right back, though. Don't you worry. All right, stay tuned. Be back in a flash. All right, we're back. Here we go. Top of the fourth. Phillies are down 1-0. The only piece of offense was the Michael Harris II home run that was allowed by Aaron Nola. Wasn't honestly a bad pitch. It was a curveball that ended up being at the knees, but we know that it is a results league. And it is 1-0 Atlanta. Did you do it? Skyline looks absolutely gorgeous out at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Right outside of Citizens Bank Park, excuse me. Now it's Marcell Ozuna. Takes a cutter. It's a little bit outside, but it's called strike one. Nola has attacked the strike zone a lot today. 10 first pitch strikes so far in this one. Nola winds up and delivers. And it's up high. We have 208 people tuning in. One ball, one strike. And the next pitch is low and away for ball two. Bryce Harper just said on the broadcast, according to Corey Seidman, that Spencer Schwellenbach reminds him of Corey Kluber. Gotta tell you what, dominant Corey Kluber was a sight to see. 2-1 pitch on the way. And that's fouled back over towards the screen. Is Corey still in the league? Corey's now 38 years old. It's hard to believe, man. I remember when he was a rookie. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nola kicks and fires. The next pitch, swing and a miss. And Marcell Ozuna, who struck out 3 times in last night's game, gets his first strikeout today. And Aaron Nola with another one. Is that 7 for him? We're now losing track. That's a 6th. Comes Matt Olson, who stares at the changeup, and that's in the dirt. Corey Kluber did retire. His last year was last year with the Boston Red Sox. Was a 3-time All-Star, 2-time AL Cy Young Award winner. And that was both of the years that he ended up getting the most wins. The pitch. That's taken for ball 2. Played, of course, for the Cleveland Indians from 2011 to 2019. And the next pitch, and that is fouled off. I don't think he's going to the Hall, but he had a really good peak. 2 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out in the top of the 4th. And Olson will fire the next pitch. It's a foul ball, though. It's a long season. Who would you say right now is a first ballot Hall of Famer? Right now. That's still playing. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Way up high and outside for ball 3. I think that if we're just talking about baseball right now, it'd be Jose Altuve, Mike Trout, Justin Verlander, Max Scherzer, and Nolan Arenado. Next pitch on the way, and that is taken just up high for ball 4. And there's a runner on over at first base. That's the first walk allowed. David says Aaron Judge. Freddie Freeman, that was a good one. Freddie Freeman's a first ballot. Aaron Judge is not a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. If he retired today, he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. The pitch. There's a cutter that is swung on and missed. I'll tell you who else could be a first ballot Hall of Famer, though. Sal Perez. As a catcher, there's not a lot who get in. Craig Kimbrell, maybe he goes to the Hall. I don't know if he's a first ballot. Kenley Jansen, I think he gets in too, and so does Aroldis Chapman. Next pitch on the way, and that is chopped foul. No balls, 2 strikes to Travis d'Arnaud. Ohtani. Ohtani's not a first ballot Hall of Famer yet. I think he gets in, but I don't think he's a first ballot. And the next pitch is fouled off. Jose Ramirez to me is an interesting one, though. I think if Jose Ramirez did retire today, I also think he would get in too. But I don't think he's a first ballot. First ballot is like, you got to have the resume for that. Got to have a really, really good resume. Next pitch on the way, and that's taken for ball 1. Craig sold this last year so many times. Yeah, but I'm talking about his overall career, though. One out, and a runner on over at first. We're in the top of the 4th. Travis d'Arnaud is up to bat. And the 1-2 is high and away for ball 2. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. Let's get to 4,030 subs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch is outside for ball 3. Trout is definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer. Absolutely. 3 balls, 2 strikes, top of the 4th, 1 out, and a runner on over at first. And the payoff pitch to d'Arnaud, fly ball hit out over towards right center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. It goes over towards the right side of Marsh. He plays it on a bounce, and heading on over to third base is Olson. And that's going to put runners at first and third. That's the third hit today by the Braves. Comes from a single from Travis d'Arnaud. And that was a nice piece of hitting, and even though it was right down the middle, d'Arnaud did a good job at just not pulling it, but just taking the opposite way. Rojas would have caught that. I don't know about that, man. To Marsh's credit, that was hit at a tougher angle. I think he was shifted a little bit over towards the left side. We have time called on the mound here. And now, home plate umpire is going to go break up the conversation. How many awards and / or titles and pennants do you need to get first ballot, JJ? What's your threshold? My requirements are that you have to have a really good resume. You have to have multiple all-star appearances, okay? And 2020 doesn't even count either. I don't know how you would assess 2020. The pitch to Whit Merrifield is taken for a strike. I think that you at least have to have a couple of MVPs, or at least one MVP to get in. And then you got to have a couple of other really cool features. You have to have a good resume. And on the resume, of course, the categories could be strikeouts for pitchers, walks, wins, all that sort of stuff. That's a complicated question. I could go into it all, but I got to call a game. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch, and that's taken low for ball 2. It's a good question, though. It is. I can't really necessarily simplify that, though, because it's a loaded question, you know? Gold gloves are important. Pennants and championships could count in favor. I think that they're a bonus. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch to Whit Merrifield is a curveball that's in there for strike 2. 215 people tuning in. We appreciate each and every one of you. And we hope that you continue to stay with us. A sold-out crowd once again at Citizens Bank Park. Not a lot of empty seats. The pitch outside, and the count is now full. Jared Kelenic is up next. Oh, Clayton Kershaw is also a first ballot Hall of Famer as well. Forgot to mention that. 3-2 pitch. Here it is. And there's a chopper hit over to shortstop to flip over the second. There's one throw over to first just in time. And Merrifield is out by about half a step. And Aaron Nola gets out of the inning and gets out of the jam. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's still 1-0 Atlanta. But the Phillies are looking to respond. That was really awesome. They needed that. Zach Wheeler. Zach Wheeler is not a first ballot Hall of Famer in my eyes. I don't even think he's a Hall of Famer yet, and it's no disrespect to him. The Braves are going to challenge this. So Brian Snicker wants to give it an extra look. Are they going to show any sort of replays? I thought that they just got him. But the Braves will challenge. Let's see again. No, he may have just beaten that out. He may have just beaten that out, and they may have a point. Let's see again. Oh, yeah. Merrifield just got his right foot on there. It was a tough angle, though, to see that. He's safe. He's safe. Yep. So if the call is overturned, it'll be 2-0 Atlanta with a runner on over at first base. Let's see again. Yeah, he's safe. Call on the field is out over at first base. Atlanta did challenge. And after the review, the call is overturned and he is safe. So it's now 2-0 Atlanta, and it's a fielder's choice. Ground out. An RBI fielder's choice, so the guy that scores is Matt Olson. Good hustle by Witt. And now up to bat is Jared Kelenic. Two nothing Atlanta. And Harper and Merrifield share a little laugh over at first. The pitch, nets up high for a ball. If you guys want to become a member of the channel, you're more than welcome to do that. You're also more than welcome to donate as well by hitting the Super Chat button, which is on your phone. It's the dollar icon. 1-0 pitch, ground ball, and it's hit off the top of the hill. Stott has to eat it up, though, and everybody's going to be safe. It actually got a piece of Aaron Nola. Hit right off of his shoe top, and then Stott had to go get it. So it was deflected over towards his left side, and they're going to rule that as an infield single. That was a rocket. That was. So that's an infield single. Stopping at second base is Whit Merrifield. And coming up is Orlando Arcia. Is this offense ever going to wake up? So far in this inning, 26 pitches for Aaron Nola. Arcia up to bat. 2 out, send the pitch. Swing and a miss. Orlando's batting .226 with 15 homers and 41 RBI as well. The 0-1 pitch. Here it is. Check swing. He went around. $225 people tuning in. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Spread the word, man. Really spread the word if you will. I'd really appreciate that. The ball's 2 strikes. 2 outs, top of the 4th. And the pitch. And that's outside and low for a ball. I'm sorry, horrible mistake by me. Dude, no, you have a right to feel how you feel, man. Don't let anybody convince you. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. 1-2, and that's up high for a ball. Have you guys ever had fried Oreos? I know it's like the most randomest thing, but, I've been going to AC a little bit more because I am now doing stuff for 97.3 ESPN. And I love getting fried Oreos. I don't get them too often, but they're really cool. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Arcia strikes out for the 2nd time today against Aaron Nola. That's his 7th total strikeout of the game so far. And the inning is over. However, Whit Merrifield beats out a double play ground ball and gets himself an RBI. And it's 2-0 Atlanta as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Yes, I've had them. They're really good. They're so good. They're so bad, but so good. It is 8:18 p.m. Eastern Time. Nothing will clog your arteries faster than the fried Oreos. Oh, dude, they're a kryptonite, man. They really are. Deep fried PB&J, that's a thing. I didn't know that. 220 people tuning in on here. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I want you guys to tell me down below in the chat. Since today is September 1st, right? And it is the fall, and fall is upon us. I want you guys to tell me down below. You're more than welcome to share some stories. I may not get to all of them, but I'd love to read as many as I can as we go into the next inning. But I want to know what was a really cool sports moment that you got to witness in person with a loved one. Okay? Tell me a time where you got to go to a game or a sporting event with somebody that you love, and tell me what you saw and why that moment was really special with that person. Bottom of the fourth coming up. Phillies are down 2-0. So we're in the bottom of the fourth. And the pitch. And that is fouled away. So Bryce Harper's up to bat against Spencer Schwellenbach. He's 0 for 1 today. Batting in the 3 spot. Braves lead at 2-0. They got an extra run on the RBI fielder's choice by Whit Merrifield. And the pitch. That's fouled away. Kobe Bryant's last game in Philly. That and the Sixers playoff games in 2001. Who'd you go with? It has to be with a loved one. With a loved one. You had to have witnessed the moment. The ball is 2 strikes. And the pitch to Harper, and that is high for a ball. Jersey Kid said, my favorite moment was I got to see Devils beat the Flyers in Stadium Series, or Devils scoring the first goal in Game 5 versus the Rangers, or the Knicks beating the Sixers in Philly playoffs. Who'd you get to see it with? Did you go by yourself, or did you go with a loved one? Friends and my dad with the Kobe game and the family in 2001. Nice. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bryce Harper. And the 50th pitch by Schwellenbach. Here it is. Line drive hit out over towards right center field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. And the tying run's going to be coming up to the plate as Bryce Harper gets his first hit of the ball game. And that's the second hit for the Phils. So in 3 of the 4 innings so far, the Phillies have gotten the leadoff man aboard, but they've had nothing else to show for it. They had a leadoff single by Schwarber to start off the bottom of the first. Then Stott led off the second with a walk. And now Harper leads off the fourth with a single. Castellanos comes up and he grounds this one over to third. The flip over the second, there's one. The throw over to first in time for a 5-4-3 double play. First pitch, too. He got way on top of the fastball. And they had better at-bats in that second inning, and I could respect them, fouling off pitches and working up things against Schwellenbach, but gotta have good awareness. Pitch to Stott and takes that one low and inside for a ball. Saw Zdeno Chara before anybody knew him at the Spectrum. Phantoms game. Who's this 8-foot-tall freak? Got to see that with my brother. That's really cool. Next pitch. And it's now a 1-1 count. Jane says, in 2010, I went to the Phillies and Marlins game with my older brother. and late father. They came back 7-2 in the seventh. Or sorry, they were down 7-2 in the seventh, and they won 8-7. I think I remember that game. Next pitch is a splitter. Check swing. He went around. The 1-2 to Stott. And he shoots this one on the ground over towards shortstop. Arcia has it, throws it over to first, and Stott is out by half a step. And the inning comes to an end, and not a lot of noise. And we head to the top of the fifth. It's still 2-0 Atlanta as the Braves lead it. $227 people tuning in. The reason why I asked that question, and again, you're more than welcome to share your stories down below, right? I try not to hide who I am, right? I try to be real on here. I don't have a fake bone in my body. I asked that question because one of my favorite moments that I got to witness was I went to a Phillies game, and ended up going with we ended up going with my brother, and the Phillies were playing the Giants. Okay. I had an older brother who had really severe special needs, and he was a good guy. I loved him, and I still do, of course. But we went to a game, and Pablo Sandoval was batting for the Giants, and we were sitting in the Hall of Fame section. I remember exactly where it was, and Pablo hit a foul ball. And the people that were in front of us caught the foul ball, but unselfishly gave the ball to my brother. And he didn't have to do that. And you could tell that he was really happy, to have that. And that was really cool. And I'm thinking a lot about my brother today. He's been gone for 4 years, And that was a really cool moment that I got to see with him, So that was awesome. Here we go to the top of the fifth. It's 2-0 Atlanta as the Braves are up by 2. Phillies still haven't even scored a run in this game so far. It is 8:26 p.m. Eastern Time. And the pitch on the way. That's popped up and hit out over towards shallow center field. Stott gets under it, and he's there to make the catch for out number 1. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Means a lot. He had a rare disorder called familial dysautonomia. That's short for FD. And he's shaped me into the person that I am today, for sure. He loved baseball. He couldn't have conversations like you and I, but he had a good soul, The ball is 1 strike in the pitch. There's a ground ball hit over towards the first base side. Harper has it and tags the bag for out number 2. And Harris grounds out to Bryce Harper. And there's 2 gone. Jorge Soler is coming up to bat. Two outs, top of the fifth. And Soler comes up and swings and misses at the first pitch. Right down the middle. Soler's playing out in right field in this game tonight. And the pitch from Nola, here it is, swing and a miss. It was on a curveball at 78 miles per hour. Did you know that Soler is 6 for 21 against Nola lifetime? I thought that he had a little bit more success against him. Kind of surprised me. 0-2 pitch. And that's wide and off the plate for a ball. 1-2 is the count. And Nola fires once again. And there's a fastball right at the kneecaps for strike 3. And another strikeout from Aaron Nola as we end the 5th and go to the bottom of the 5th. 2-0 Atlanta. All right. One more time with this, and then I'm done. One more time with this chat, and then I'm done. There we go. Sit him down. What happened to him? That's a loaded question. He passed away in 2020. Ended up catching, they believe it was a pneumonia, and yeah, that was so sad, man. But he was a good guy, a really, really good guy. I'm not the person who I am today if it weren't for him, man. He had a lot of severe special needs. He needed a lot of care, needed a lot of nursing, was very medically fragile. You know, I couldn't really go like on a lot of like trips like when I was younger. You know, if we were, my parents always tried to make sure that we did special things and we tried to make the most out of our time. But, you know, my brother, his name was Mitchell. He needed a lot of attention. And, you know, whenever something was wrong, everybody had to step up. We didn't argue. We didn't fight. We didn't do that. You know, I don't want to get like too deep with it. But definitely, you know, needed a lot of attention, but we loved him, right? You do things for the people that you love and for the people that you care about. And I hope I try to portray that every day because that's what he taught me. So make sure you guys like and make sure you guys subscribe as well. Phillies need a manager who does more than spectate, no offensive strategy at all. Honestly, it could be better than it could be better, it could be worse. You know. If Nola goes 6 innings and 2 runs, he did his job. I agree with that. Awesome strikeout for Nola. Let's get some runs. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate that. The ball is 1 strike, and JT Realmuto is up to bat. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Phillies have not gotten a lot of offense against Spencer Schwellenbach. Haven't put up any runs on the board, and the pitch is fouled away. We got 202 people that are tuning in. Make sure you guys hit the like button and hit the subscribe button as well. Thanks, guys. Older. He was 29. He was 29, man. The ball is 2 strikes. Schwellenbach gets set at the belt and fires the next pitch. And there's a line drive that's hit out over to right field, and it is a foul ball. Yeah, he was 5 years older. Thanks, guys. Means a lot. The ball's 2 strikes to JT Realmuto. Schwellenbach kicks and fires. And that is just a hair outside, not by much. Really hope they don't extend JT. Why? JT is like one of the best catchers in baseball. He's Iron Man. The next pitch, and that's fouled away. How are you going to replace JT Realmuto? You can't. Thanks, Edward. I appreciate it. Means a lot. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch to JT. There's a little soft roller hit over to shortstop, barehanded by Arcia. Throw over to first. What a play by Orlando Arcia, man. Oof. That was not as easy as it looked. It's crazy. And there's one away. Let's see again. I mean, just good job of anticipating that the ball was going to sort of slow up a little bit. Just got it into the bare hand and made a sidearm throw over to first. Practice doing that a lot. It's not so easy. Comes Brandon Marsh. Takes the first pitch in this at-bat for a ball. It's low and inside. Don't forget, if you want to donate, you're absolutely more than welcome to. Hit that Super Chat button down below. You can also gift memberships to people. Memberships are $2.99 a month. You get access to really cool emojis. The 1-0 pitch, ground ball hit over towards the right side, and Merrifield has it, throws it over to first, and there's 2 away. So Schwellenbach continues to have a really good season for the Atlanta Braves, and the Phillies just have not been able to solve him so far. And he's 24 years old. And, well, I got to say, like, during the month of August coming into today, he's gone 29 1/3 and has 42 strikeouts, 10 earned runs allowed as well. JT is cooked. Austin Hayes fouls off the first pitch, and it's for strike 1. Yeah, please go subscribe to Darth Pooh, too. That would mean a lot. The 1 pitch is low for a ball. Schwellenbach has had 7 straight performances of getting at least 7 strikeouts. And the pitch, ground ball back over towards the mound. Schwellenbach has it, throws it over to first. It's in time. And Hayes is retired. We head to the top of the 6th. It's still 2-0 Atlanta. Ozuna, Olson, and d'Arnaud are coming up to the plate for the Braves. And the Phillies can't get any runs on the board. Larry says, I'm subbed. Me too. JT is one of the best players. He is. Honestly, man, like the catcher position, you're not going to find a Natalie Rushman. It's really, really hard. And the Phillies, I'm telling you, like, it could be a lot worse if JT wasn't there. JT does, I'm not like trying to tell you that he's the best player in baseball, but he is. I think that JT doesn't get enough credit for what he does. I'll be honest with you. I think that JT is so valuable, and he calls the game really well. Gets on the same page with these pitchers. And, even from a statistical standpoint, okay, like you look at how he's done this season, he's actually been hitting better. A 262 average with 11 homers and 37 RBIs is not the worst thing in the world. It's really not. So, and you look at where the market's going, Phillies, I think, got JT for a good deal. So, but that's how I feel. How do you feel, though? Do you think that JT is also underrated on this Phillies team? Do you think that JT doesn't get enough love? Most teams would definitely love to have JT. Oh, there's no question about it. There's no doubt about it at all whatsoever. We shouldn't have traded Logan O'Hoppe, says Bat Slemming. For Brandon Marsh, You wouldn't have done that in 2022 to get another outfielder? They made the trade for Brandon Marsh because they needed another bat and they felt like that they could work with him. And they were in a win-now mode. I can't say... Who would have known that Logan O'Hoppe would have been so good in the majors? I'm just saying, like... It's... I thought, you know, sometimes you just... I think, you know, we criticize them for not going for, you know, a Luis Robert this year. At least I have. Because you got to give up some people in the farm. JT reminds me of Piazza, but Piazza was not a good defensive catcher. The pitch, and that is fouled away. But my point is that if you wouldn't have traded for Logan O'Hoppe, or if you would have just kept Logan O'Hoppe on this team, how does that make the team better in 2022? Or even moving forward? Logan probably would have never gotten even the call for JT. Is he starting right now for the Phillies with JT behind the plate? No. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. That's outside for ball 2. Jack says stop falling in love with players. We're not falling in love. Just telling you, like, you know, you take him off the team, you'll miss him. He's pretty valuable, man. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Check swing, did he go? That's taken for strike 2. Catcher is like the most valuable player. Mr. Man Created God, I appreciate that, man. Thank you very, very much. Sorry for your loss, JJ. Those we love and who love us back matter the most. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch from Nola. Fly ball hit out over towards straightaway center field, and Marsh will drift over towards his left and reach up and make the catch. And Ozuna is out. Mr. Man Created God also says, the rest will be dust, but people can carry the memories and bonds forward. Thanks for sharing. Thank you. You know, this is therapeutic for me. I hope it's therapeutic for some of you, too. And I know that we have people that come on from different backgrounds and all that type of stuff, but again, I care about building bonds as we do this. So, the pitch on the way to Olson, and there's a foul ball. Who's in the system? Marchand? Yeah, that's it. It's Rafael Marchand. The ball is 1 strike to Matt Olson. Then Nola kicks and fires. Throws a curveball. That's down and in. So top of the 6th, 1 out. Nola has allowed 2 runs on 4 hits. And 5 1/3. The pitch on the way. Up high. Is the live chat still working? Yeah, it is. Next pitch on the way, and there's a 4-seamer that's fouled off by Olson. And the count is evened up. Harris is the one that hit the solo homer. That was in the top of the 3rd. Here comes Olson, who hits a fly ball out towards left field. And Hayes gets under it, backpedals just in front of the track, and does make the catch. Why the heck did I click that? I didn't even click that, man. We waited a while for Mickey Moniak to come around. I don't miss him, says Larry. I'll do that trade any day. Marsh for Moniak and for a prospect in Logan O'Hoppe? Yeah, I would do that any day. Mike! What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming on and showing your love, dude. appreciate it very, very much, man. We hope that you're doing well. The ball is 1 strike to Travis d'Arnaud. It's 2-0 Atlanta. We're in the top of the 6th. There's 2 outs, nobody on. And guys, I appreciate your thoughts and prayers in the chat. It means a lot that I have a lot of really good love and support on here. You know. The ball is 2 strikes. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock. Time expires, but the pitch is low for a ball. We have to score next up, no questions. Hi, Mike. Thanks for stopping by, man. Freddie is a Hall of Famer, so yeah, but Olson is pretty darn good. He is. Matt Olson's had more of a down year this year, but still is a really good quality first baseman. Curveball that's thrown, and now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 gone, top of the 6th, and nobody on base. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch on the way. Strike 3 called, right down the hatch. 100 pitches by Nola in 6 innings, and he gets himself another strikeout. And the inning is over. That is the 9th strikeout of the day for Aaron Nola. And we head to the bottom of the 6th. Phillies are down 2-0 against the Atlanta Braves. That was pretty big. This is a very typical Nola game. It's he pitched well, man. He did. He pitched pretty well. I thought that he pitched good. I thought that he was pretty dominant out there. So now, I'm interested to see who Rob is going to put in there for the 7th. Obviously, we have to get through the 6th first. But this is where you're going to have to, you're going to have to pull one out of your sleeve if you're Rob. I expect that Matt Strom's going to be available tonight. I expect that Tanner Banks will be available tonight as well. I don't know who's going to be able to pitch in back-to-back outings, but Orion Kerkering should be available too. Maybe they'll put him in for the 7th because you got a righty, a lefty, and a righty up. He does. He needs run support. Come on, let's see some Phillies logos in the chat, members. Come on, man. Let's do it. We need a rally. We need a rally. Let's go. First of all, we need them to get on, but come on. This game is an hour and 36 minutes old. As usual, just waiting for lightning to strike. But hey, man, once it does strike, the bank erupts. Wake up, fellas. You're running out of time. Where did that thing go? That was Eugenio Suarez. They're showing his home run earlier today. Need base runners. We need offense. I don't care how we get it. We need offense, you know? Wait, rabbit, will he pull out of his... what rabbit will he pull out of his hat for the 7th? I know. I think that you have to go with Orion, man. I think Orion Kerkering's going to pitch the 7th. All right, Phillies only have 2 hits today. It was on a leadoff single in the bottom of the 1st by Kyle Schwarber. Then you had a single from Bryce Harper. That was back in the 4th. Phillies have not gotten on base ever since then. Edmundo Sosa tries to take a crack at the cutter, and it swung on and missed. The job for Nola for me tonight was, or the goal for him tonight was just to keep them within striking distance, and he did that. He did that. So, 0-1 is the count to Sosa. And he fouls it back over towards the screen. Now, Edmundo did homer in last night's game and went 450. Oh, Larry, did you see the catch? Did you see that catch? You think that was one of the best catches at the bank? Now that if you did see it. 0-2 pitch. That's outside for a ball. Memberships, they're $2.99 a month. If you want to become a member of the Philly Freak family, we go on for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, man. That's what we try to do on here. It's $2.99 a month. If you want to get access to really cool stuff, that's what you got to do. The pitch on the way, it's popped up and hit out over towards the right field side. And Soler gets under it. He'll make the catch. And one gone. 9-1-2. We're all due up in the order. You only get one pitch to swing at the first pitch, and we don't miss that opportunity, says Larry. Don't hit it near Harris. Yeah, that's hard. Comes Kyle Schwarber, and the pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards deep left field. It'll stay in the yard, though, and Kelenic is there to make the catch. Ugh. Larry says, yes, I did. Freaking amazing. Yeah. 2 up, 2 down. Schwarber just got it off the end of the bat. I thought maybe for a second that was going to be trouble. Only 71 pitches by Spencer Schwellenbach. That's it. And Turner takes a strike at the knees. So no balls, 1 strike. Charge! 0-1 pitch. There's low and outside for a ball. I don't play that one that often. I probably should. I like that one a lot. 1 ball, 1 strike to Trey Turner. And the pitch on the way. Line drive it out over to right field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And Turner gets on with a single with 2 outs, and some fans are clapping along, and the tying run is coming up to the plate. And it'll be Bryce Harper. See the Harper emojis in the chat. Come on. Charge! Keep it going. First pitch to Harper, and he takes it off the plate. It was outside for ball 1. Aaron Rowan still is the best catch at the bank. Telling you, though, that Harris catch was awesome. No doubt about it, though. 1-0 to Bryce, and he fouls it back behind the plate. But can you imagine him tying the game with this one swing here? Boy, that'd be something. The pitch to Harper. He just gets a piece of it and fouls it back towards the backstop. Harper's 31 years old. 6 feet 3 inches tall. How many likes do we have, Mod Squad? Let us know down below. 77 pitches for Spencer Schwellenbach. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Spencer will deliver from the stretch. And here it is, high and away. Crowd waiting for something to happen here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Harper. And he shoots this one out over to shallow left field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And Trey Turner is going to head on over to third base, and Harper gets on with a bloop double out to left field. And now the Phillies have 2 runners in scoring position, and this is going to get the crowd on their feet. And coming up to bat is Nick Castellanos. That was a nice piece of hitting by Harper. He just got it off the end of the bat. Didn't want to do too much with that hanging curveball, and just followed through. So Turner's at third, Harper's at second, and Castellanos with a base hit can knock this game at 2 apiece. All right, let's go. Let's go! Let's go, baby. See some Rowie towels in the chat. Time called on the mound. Let's go, baby. Ring that bell, Nick. Castellanos tonight 0 for 2 as he does step into the box. Lee is warming up in the pen. First pitch to Casty, and he takes a strike right down the middle for strike 1. I would have taken that too. It was at 95 miles per hour. Casty has the highest first pitch swing rate in all of baseball, but he laid off the first one. Second pitch, he takes it, and it's a slider that's in there for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. 81 pitches for Spencer Schwellenbach, and the 0-2 pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over to left center field. That's going to split the gap. And here comes 2 runs. Turner scores. Harper scores. Casty dives in the second. And we're knotted at 2 apiece. And Nick Castellanos brings the Phillies back. That's how you do it. Three hits in a row by the Fightins. They don't die. All right. Time was called on the mound. What a nice hit by Nick Castellanos, man. Let's go. 2-2, and a pitching change coming from Brian Snitker. Late once again. And the Phillies can take the lead. I believe Lee is going to come on in to pitch. I regret what I said about the game being over, says David. I love Casty. Ugh. I gotta tell you, I think every time we play Zombie Nation, I feel like every time we do that when they're about to rally, they score. I think I timed that so well. I gotta, give myself credit there. It's so great. All right. Make sure you guys make sure you all subscribe as well. And turn on those notification bell icons. 14 more subs so we get to 4,030. Let's keep going. First time in the stream, and I feel like I'm getting a lot of love here. Great environment, says Gettysburg. Let's go. Let's go, baby. So my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022. And have been on here for 20 months. We call Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football. I try to give you the best type of radio play-by-play quality that I can, but we do it from a streaming standpoint, so that means that we don't really take a lot of breaks on here. We try to interact with you as well, but we try our best, you know? We really do, and this is so unique. Not a lot of people do it the way that we do it, and I think that it's really unique and awesome the way that we do it. So don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. And if you guys want to donate, you're more than welcome to. You definitely don't have to. There's a $sign that's right next to the right side of the live chat on your phones. You're more than welcome to hit that button. Any donation is a plus. You can also become a member of the community, and that's by clicking on the link in the live chat. Here comes Stott, and he bunts the first pitch foul as Lee is pitching. Don't forget to stay hydrated and drink plenty of water. Oh, we got some water here. We're good. Appreciate it. Look, my people are looking out for me. It's great. The ball's 1 strike. Castellanos, who tied the game up with a 2-run double. He's over at second, the 0-1 to Stott, swinging a miss. It was a slider that was just on the outside edge. Liked and already subbed, Robert Murray says. Yeah, man, you subbed last night. I appreciate that, man. Lee is a 1.90 ERA. They saved him for the lefty. That is Bryson Stott, the 0-2 pitch on the way, swinging a miss, and Stott strikes out, but the Phillies get 2 runs back on a 2-run double by Nick Castellanos. And we head to the top of the 7th. It's 2-2 in Philadelphia. That was a good swing, too, by Nick. Boy, did they need that. John Clark says, Phillies with a big 2-out rally to tie it up. Quote, Nick Castellanos knocks in 2 runs to tie the game. Nick has 18 RBI over his last 26 games. How about that? Did you ban him? Come on, man. Come on, bro. Mod Squad, do your thing. If you see a troll, if you recognize a troll, feel free to just say bye-bye. I got a parlay on Matt Olson to get over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBI. Am I cooked? Oh, you're not cooked? I would never say I wouldn't say that. Olson today has gotten on with a walk. Oh, he has to get 2 hits? Well, you'll probably need it to go into extras, so yeah. It's going to be a little bit tougher. Once you do up, oh yeah, you just batted in the 6th inning, so yeah, I'd say that you probably are going to need him to get 2 hits in his next 2 at-bats, if he even gets 2. We hope that you're cooked, says Ed. People on here are hoping that because they're Philly fans. Let's go, baby. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Under 15 likes on here. But yeah. These playoffs are going to be fun, says Longball McLovin. Absolutely. Longball, thank you so much for coming on here. Appreciate it, man. We got 256 people that are watching, and it's a sold-out crowd at Citizens Bank Park. Not a lot of empty seats in the house on Sunday Night Baseball at the bank. It is a baseball atmosphere in Philadelphia. Nighttime is here. We're in the top of the 7th, and Merrifield comes up and gets a ball that's thrown up high, and Kirkring comes in. Orion Kirkring, his ERA is at 2.25 on the season in 52 innings. And the 1-0 pitch, that misses inside for ball 2. I like Kirkring in this spot here. Tie game. You need somebody to come in to pitch the 7th. Aaron Nola did his job. He ended up getting 100 pitches, but he did what he could. Now the 2-0 is up high for ball 3, and Kirkling not able to find the strike zone right now, which is not a good sign. Hopefully he can just get back in there and attack. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 3-0 delivery to Merrifield, and that is inside for ball 4 and a 4-pitch walk from Whit Merrifield. Oh, boy. Now it's Jared Kelenic who's coming up to bat. I'm not looking forward to postseason, says Larry. I am. I want another red October, man. I want another red October. The pitch. And that's taken for a strike. But I understand because this team has expectations. But when they're scoring runs and when they're winning games, it'll be fun. It will be. The ball is 1 strike. Leadoff runner over at first, and the pitch way off the plate. And that was not even close. Looking forward to fall temps, not the playoffs, says Jane. I'm looking forward to playoffs. 1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. I'm looking forward to a ring. That's my expectation, and I'm looking forward to it. The Hunt for the Red October. It's a good movie. I just love seeing the rally towels, man. In this environment, it's the best feeling in sports. 1-2 pitch. And there's a pop-up that's fouled away, and it's going to go out of play. One ball, 2 strikes to Jared Kelenic, who's 1 for 2 on the evening. And the next pitch on the way, ground ball hit over to first. Harper tags the bag for 1. The throw over the second, just in time to get Whit Merrifield. And Turner did a good job at tagging him, and Harper gets a round of applause from the fans, and that's going to go down as a 3-6 double play, and that was absolutely huge. He was there, he tagged the bag and did a 180 spin and threw it over to Trey Turner, who had to go cover second, had to jump, make the catch, and swipe at the same exact time. So nobody on, 2 outs in the pitch, and that is taken for a strike. Orlando Arcia is the guy batting, and the 0-1 way inside for a ball. Doesn't dismiss the fact that Kerkering has not looked so sharp, though. I mean, he got 2 big outs. Good defense by Harper, but 1-1 pitch. And that's a strike. But they appeal to see if he went, and they say he did anyways, but that was at the knees. That was clearly at the knees. Don't know what the home plate umpire was looking at. But regardless, it's a 1-2 count. And the pitch, and that is off the plate for ball 2. Playoffs in Philly is the greatest in every sport. For baseball, it is. I'm sorry, I might be biased, but for baseball, it's the best. It really is. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch, and that's fouled away. I mean, for Eagles games, they're really good too. But to see a sellout every single night, it's awesome. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on, and the pitch to Arcia. That's off the plate again. And the count runs full. Kerkering with 15 pitches in this inning. Can he get out of it? The 3-2 on the way. That's taken at the knees for a called strike 3. Then we go to the bottom of the 7th. Orion Kerkering does his job. He looked a little bit shaky, not going to lie, but he did enough, and he got the job done. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. It is stretch time at Citizens Bank Park. Baseball playoffs seem special for real. Yeah, it's outside. You know, you get to see the rally towels. It's just awesome, man. Can't believe Arcia took that all the way, but he did. All right, it's trivia time. We go to the bottom of the 7th. All right, I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question. If you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Okay. Of course, this is brought to you by Ethan Baumholtz of Advisors Mortgage. He was one of my basketball coaches. He has over 20 years of experience and is dedicated to making your mortgage process smooth and stress-free, and will find the best mortgage solutions tailored to your needs. For personalized services, call Ethan today at 609-230-5558. His email and his phone number are in the description down below. If you're looking to purchase or refinance a primary residence, a second home, or investment property in New Jersey or Pennsylvania, that's who you got to call. Tell him Play-by-Play with JJ sent you, and tell him that I say hi. So, all right, let's do this trivia question. How about this one? How many Don't like that. With the second overall pick, with the 15th overall pick in the first round of the 2000 MLB draft, the Phillies selected blank out of UCLA. Which player? Out of UCLA. 15th overall pick. Anybody know? With the 15th overall pick in the first round of the 2000 MLB draft, the Philadelphia Phillies selected blank out of UCLA. Anybody know? Chase Utley. Ding. You got it. Good job. Jimmy Rollins. Larry got it wrong. Wow. Come on. Shouldn't have said UCLA. Well, it's the 15th overall pick, and it says in the book out of UCLA, but I guess that they wanted to make it easier. I probably shouldn't have read it like that. But regardless, people, honestly, man, like some people still don't know, you know? So, whatever. All right. So Chase Utley is correct. Mod Squad, do your thing. I trust you. I trust you in the chat. If you smell or see or hear a troll, I trust you to deal with it. It was him and Ryan Carter that year from UCLA. I forgot Ryan Carter was there too. All right, so bottom of the 7th. Phillies are tied 2-2. They were down 2-0. Aaron Nola pitched 6 innings and had 9 strikeouts. Isn't Gettysburg Darth? No. Okay. Isn't Gettysburg Darth? So there was a solo homer hit by Michael Harris II in the top of the 3rd. That made it 1-0. Then Whit Merrifield had an RBI fielder's choice ground out to make it 2-0 in the top of the 4th. The Phillies would then tie it back 2-2 on a 2-run double by Nick Castellanos in the bottom of the 6th inning. So here's Pierce Johnson. He does have a 3.59 earned run average, and he'll have to face JT Realmuto, who takes strike 1. It was a curveball. JT is just 1 for 5 against Pierce Johnson with a 2-run homer. And the 0-1 pitch on the way. There's a fly ball hit out over towards center field. Harris, though, will track it down with ease and make the catch. Mod Squad, how many likes do we have in the chat? Give us a like count down below. Or inning like count, I would appreciate that. Three-step, I thought you said JJ, let's go. But then I saw it was JT. I get confused with the T because of the... I get my J's and T's confused. The pitch on the way. Popped up, hit out over towards shallow left center field, and Arcia will be there and make the catch. And 2 pitches and 2 outs, and the Phillies just not being disciplined enough. 118 likes. Let's change that, man. Let's change that, bro. Two gone, bottom of the 7th. And here comes Austin Hayes. There's a curveball. My bad, he actually threw 3 pitches. 2 in the first at-bat and 1 to Brandon Marsh. There's the Philly Fanatic. And the first pitch to Austin Hayes. There's a fly ball hit out over to deep left field. It's going to stay in the yard, though, and making the catch is Kellenick. Hayes got under it. It had the height, just did not have the depth, and the inning is over. So we head to the 8th. 9, 1, and 2 due up in the order for Atlanta. That had a chance. All right. It was so close. Thought he had it. All right, so let's see who's going to come in for the top of the 8th. I'm curious as to who's going to come. So we go to the 8th, man. Phillies are tied 2-2. They take on the Toronto Blue Jays next. That'll be on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then they play on Thursday. They start off a series. I think it's against the Marlins. Let's look at that right now. Should know this, but I'm pretty sure it is against the Marlins. Let's pull up the schedule right now as we speak. Thought I had it memorized, but I did not. It is what it is. So they play Toronto for 2 games, and then they do play a 4-game series out in Miami. They play on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then the following Monday through Wednesday, they play at home against the Tampa Bay Rays, have the off day on Thursday. And then the schedule gets interesting. They have 3 games against the Mets, 3 games against the Milwaukee Brewers out in Milwaukee, and then they head back to Citi Field to play the Mets again for a 4-game set. So a third of their games left are coming against the Mets, and those are big games. They are. So, but you got to rack up these wins, especially these next 6 games. It'd be nice for them to try to get, these next 9 games. It'd be nice for them to try to go 7-2. Got to sweep the Rays. You got to go 7-2. 7-2 is the bar. Go 7-2 in these next 9 games. Whoa, that was close. So Jeff Hoffman is coming in to pitch here in the top of the 8th. And the pitch, and that is taken in the dirt for ball 1 to Gio Urshela. If you guys want to support the channel, you're more than welcome to hit the super chat button. You're also more than welcome to become a member. It's $2.99 a month. Members, show them what cool emojis we have in the chat. Show them off. Next pitch, and that's taken for ball 2. They play the Rays at home. So their next 6 games are on the road. Then they play the Rays at home. So that's why I say 7-2. So if they go, right? If they go 4-2 on the road, that'd be fine if they go 3, if they sweep the Rays. Next pitch, swing and a miss. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 8th inning. Phillies and Braves tied at 2 apiece. Phillies were down 2-0, and then Nick Castellanos had the big hit. Nicky Doubles came through with a 2-run double in the bottom of the 6th. The 2-2 pitch, here it is, chopped foul towards the third base side. Aaron Nola pitched, went 6 innings, had 9 strikeouts for Philadelphia. And he went up against Spencer Schwellenbach, who just screwed up in that 6th inning. 2-2 pitch on the way. He did not go. Didn't even appeal. It was low. It was a good pitch. Just a good take, though, by Gio Urshela. On deck is Michael Harris II. The payoff pitch to Urshela. And he fights it off and will do it again. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 31-year-old Hoffman kicks and delivers the pitch. Fly ball hit out over to left field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. So Hayes plays it on a bounce. The throw is made over to second base, and there's a single by Gio Urshela. There was a mistake left out over the middle of the plate, but Urshela did a good job at battling in that at-bat, and he came up with a nice single there. Now it's Michael Harris. This is a big out here. Got the top of the order. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and Hoffman will get set at the belt and fire, and that's way down and way low. I'm beginning to think that Austin Hayes is not a good fielder. I mean, you really think he could have made that catch? I don't know, man. 1-0 on the way. Fly ball hit out over to right field. Harris gets under it. Castellanos goes in front of the track. He's there, and he'll make the catch. He draws the throw over to second base. Turner does play it on a bounce. And staying put at first is Urshela. And that's a big out there, and there's one away. I don't think Harris anticipated that. I think he was thinking fastball, and he was like, damn. That was a good slider, too. But regardless. Holy Mays Hayes. That's funny. That's so funny. All right, here we go. Runner on over at first. 1 out. And now it's Jorge Soler coming up to bat. Ozuna waits in the on-deck circle. First pitch, strike one. Good movement on the slider. Fans are clapping along. Soler has struck out twice tonight. 2 times, or both times, against Nola. Hoffman will get set at the belt again. Fire back over to first. And the pickoff is not in time. Pickoff attempt, that is. No balls, 1 strike. Jeff Hoffman kicks and delivers, and that's in the dirt. Hoffman's whip is at .98. Luke Williams is now running for Gio Urshela. He's 17 for 23 in stolen base attempts as Snicker plays chess. Got to keep your eye on him. 1-1 pitch. That's fouled back over towards the screen. A double play could be a best friend here for Philadelphia. We're knotted up at 2 apiece. We're in the top of the 8th. Runner on over at first, and there's 1 gone. Hoffman kicks and delivers. Good slider, just a little bit inside, though. Boy, man, that thing just tailed in at the last second. He's working up a little sweat here. You could see a little bit of water dripping down from his face. 2-2 on the way. Just fouled off as Soler gets on one knee. And he was just able to tap it foul. $295 people tuning in. Let's get 295 likes. 10 more subs so we get to 4,030. 4 out of the 5 pitches have been sliders in this at-bat. What's the next pitch going to be? Here it is. Swing and a miss. It's a fastball that's just up high. And Soler swings and misses at it, and there's 2 gone. I can't believe that he decided to go with a fastball there. I was thinking it was going to come, but it was just above the zone, and Soler bought into it, and there's the 3rd time that he has struck out. And now it's Marcell Ozuna. And the pitch, swing and a miss. He got a slider, and he was just a little bit late. Not by much. 43,249 fans in attendance. And the 0-1 pitch, high and inside, to make the count 1-1. Ozuna is second in the National League in batting average, OPS, and home runs. The 1-1 pitch, he took the slider right down the pike. And it's a 1-2 count now. Wasn't the pitch he was looking for. Fans standing on their feet now. 19 pitches by Hoffman. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Big out here. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He threw a slider in the dirt, and Ozuna went chasing. And we go to the bottom of the 8th, and Jeff Hoffman gets a standing ovation. And the Phillies can take the lead as Hoffman waves to the fans. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Man, that was great. And Hoffman was fired up, too. I loved that little wave to the fans. That was awesome. So Ozuna and Soler struck out. Rob Thompson strikes again. Love that. All right, big inning for the Phils. They have got to. I think that you got to score a run here. I do. Hoffman did his job tonight. Hoffman was fantastic out there. 3:05. That's how many people are on here watching. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. I try to give you a radio play-by-play call. I hope that you enjoy our casts on here. We try to do as many games as we possibly can. This is our 102nd game, I want to say, that we've done this year. We did 127 of the 162 last year, so be great. JJ's suggestion for future emojis, double play and strikeout emojis. Well, we got to get members first. But yes, we got to get members first, but I would love to add those things for sure. So yeah, so make sure you guys like and subscribe. How we feeling, chat? How we feeling down below? I'm ready for the win, man. I'm ready for the win. That inning by Hoffman was great. I can't believe that Ozuna took the slider right down the middle. Couldn't believe that. 129 likes. Let's get to 308, man. We reached 200 last night. Let's surpass that. Let's see the rally chows in the chat. Let's go. Let's keep going, man. Maybe every time there's a 1, 2, 3 inning, I should play the ta-da thing. I like that. We need to do some damage now, says Philadelphia Sports Edits. All right. Bottom of the 8th. If I don't get to all your chats, I apologize. This is just a big inning here. Joe Jimenez will be on the bump for the Atlanta Braves, and Cody Clemens, who was just called up today as part of the September editions, takes the first pitch for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, and it's popped up. It's a foul ball, and goes behind the plate. Is Joe Jimenez in this spot? Interesting. Cody this season batting .242 with 3 homers and 10 RBI. Remember, he was just called up by Philadelphia today. The 0-2, and he gets a slider right down the middle, but he fouls it off. Last time that Cody played was on July 7th. No balls, 2 strikes to Cody Clemens. Jimenez kicks and delivers, swing and a miss. That slider was inside and low. And there is the first out of the bottom of the 8th as Clemens bats for Sosa, and now it's Kyle Schwarber who's coming up. They pinch hit for Sosa. That's weird. Really weird. So now Kyle Schwarber can give the Phillies the lead. The first pitch, it's a fastball just a little bit outside, but it is swung on and missed. May as well get set the letters kick and fire, and that's way up high and way outside. Joe's ERA is at 2.78. Last time he pitched against the Phillies was on Friday. Went 1 inning, allowed 2 hits, no runs. Didn't have a strikeout in the game. He has 59 on the season, though. The pitch to Kyle, he fouls it all the way back towards the screen. Charge! Keep it going, man. See the schwarber emojis in the chat. Jimenez in the month of August went 12 innings and allowed 6 earned runs. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And there's back-to-back strikeouts by Joe Jimenez as Schwarber gets fooled on the slider and chases after it. So there's 2 away. And up now is Trey Turner. Trey takes the first pitch. It's a 4-seamer way outside. If the Phillies win, they'll be 7 games above the Atlanta Braves. And they would have taken 3 out of 4 in this series. The 1-0, swing and a miss. They are chasing after that slider. It's looked pretty good, not going to lie. Jimenez certainly has that going for him. Phillies were down 2-0 and then tied it on a 2-run double by Castellanos in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch to Turner, swing and a miss. That slider was at the kneecaps. Came in at 85 miles per hour. By the way, that's now 70 at-bats in a row where Kyle Schwarber has gone homerless. The next pitch to Turner, swing and a miss. All 3 on sliders. And just like that, Joe Jimenez strikes out the side, and we go to the top of the 9th. It's 2-2 in Philadelphia. And the Braves are coming up. Olson will lead things off. All right. This is where you go to the lefty. Lay off the slider, dummies. Easier said than done. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Keep the subscribers coming. Top of the 9th, 340 people tuning in. Phillies are promoting Eden Miller to Double-A. How about that, man? That was just breaking news. Got to see Eden Miller play for High A, but now he's going to be in Double-A for Reading. That doesn't really... It actually kind of does surprise me, if I'm being honest, but that's great. Why would anyone throw us a fastball? We can't hit the breaking pitches. I agree. What do we want, Tom? A W. I don't remember what I said, but that's what we want. Yeah, I didn't want them to have to walk it off, but they're going to have to. Keep it clean in the chat. That's all I ask. All right. The ESPN Glazers are calling these pitches nasty. They really aren't. They are just trying to swing at every pitch. Some of these pitches are pretty good, though, KGB. If you can't hit the slider, don't swing at all, says Edward. They're going to throw fastballs, though. That inning was like me playing MLB The Show. Y'all are funny, man. Y'all crack me up. Harper's in a homer slump. Schwarber's in a homer slump. We're still winning games. It's not Phillies baseball if it's not hectic. Here we go to the top of the ninth. This is the matchup that we've been waiting for. Matt Olson is coming up and will lead things off in the top of the ninth. And he'll have to face Matt Strom. Not surprised. First pitch on the way. Line drive it out over to left field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. So the go-ahead run is aboard. Hayes plays it on a bounce. And Olson gets on base with an opposite field single. Eli White, by the way, is playing out in right field for the Atlanta Braves. Clemens is now over at third. Strom, who's on the bump, has a 2.09 ERA. Darno is coming up, and the first pitch is a slider that had to get JT into a standing position. That's how high it was. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Strom looks back over at first, and now back to the plate in the 1-0 pitch, and that is swung on and missed. I believe they panned a little bit late. Or cut a little bit late, but regardless, it is a strike. Right down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the next pitch to Darno is low. Yeah, remember Cody Clemens came in to pinch hit for Edmundo Sosa? That's why I said he's going to probably play over at third base. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch to Travis Darno. Here it is. Fly ball hit out over towards shallow left center field. Marsh calls off Hayes. Shimmies over towards his right side. Shuffles his feet and will make the catch. And Darno pops out to left center. Over towards Monty's angle. And now Whit Merrifield is coming up. The Braves currently have the 3rd wild card spot, and if they lose, the Mets will be even closer in that race. First pitch to Whit Merrifield, and that is inside for ball 1. Braves are 2 for 10 tonight with runners on base. Strom stares back over at first to keep Olson in check, and the 1-0 pitch is grounded foul towards the tarp. Merrifield today got on with an RBI fielder's choice ground out. Also struck out swinging, and he walked as well. Strom, the 32-year-old, gets set just above the letters, and the next pitch, swing and a miss. Nice slider thrown that just tailed at the kneecaps on the inside corner, and Merrifield was early. Merrifield has faced Strom 2 times, and he's 0 for 2. One ball, 2 strikes. And Ramon Laureano in the on-deck circle. The pitch above the zone, and it's a 2-2 count. Phillies are 35-12 in home night games this season. The next pitch, just outside, not by much. Strom wanted the call. He wasn't going to get it. And it's a full count. The pitch of the ball game coming up. I mean, that was so close, and JT did a good job framing it too. Payoff pitch. Outside for ball 4, and Merrifield puts up a good at-bat and gets on with a walk, and that's going to put runners at first and second. So now it's Ramon Laureano who is going to come on up And up next is Orlando Arcia. Following him. Laureano is hitting .245. Has a total of 21 RBI and 8 homers. Just 0 for 1 against Matt Strahm lifetime with a walk and a strikeout. First pitch to Laureano is high and in for ball 1. KGB, you got to keep it clean, man. Got to keep it clean. If you can't hear, please if they can type that in the chat, I'd appreciate that. 1-0 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. That was on a 93-mile-per-hour heater. That was on the inside corner. I can't have people cursing. The pitch on the way. Check swing, foul ball towards the first base side. Fans clapping along. Lots of blue overalls, red and white, pinstripes, and powder blue in the stadium as the next pitch is taken above the zone again. Was another slider. The count is tied up 2-2. I go with the slider. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Strahm kicks and delivers. And it's fouled back. We'll do it again. He decided to go with a four-seamer on the upper third of the zone. Laureano is 30 years old. And he has 4 hits in his last 5 games. Or he's gotten a hit in 4 out of his last 5 games. I beg your pardon. The next one is fouled away. And Ramon Laureano battling against Matt Strahm. If the Braves do take the lead, you would probably assume that Iglesias will be warming up in the pen. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Here it is, up high, way up high for ball 3, and the count is now full. Arcia is up next. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Big payoff pitch coming up as Strahm takes a very quick breath. Looks back at second, now back to the plate. The 3-2, that's up high for ball 4, and that's going to load the bases. Back-to-back walks allowed by Matt Strahm. Give Laureano credit, but Strahm not able to control his command. And still nobody warming up in the pen right now, and Caleb Cotham is going to go out there to talk things over with him. They need something hit in the infield. That's to say the least. And he was doing so good. So now it's Jose Ruiz who's warming up in the pen. I don't know why. At this point, I don't know why you would even go to him, but it's more to me like a 6th inning guy. I know that they used Kerkering. They used Hoffman. I don't know. Maybe he is their 3rd best option. There's a runner at each bag. RC is up to bat. He's 0 for 3. We're in the top of the 9th. There's 360 people watching. It's only the 2nd time Strahm has walked 2 batters in an outing. According to Destiny Legardo, first pitch to Arcia, swing and a miss. That was a good fastball that Arcia was late on. It came at 95 miles per hour. Luke Williams is in the on-deck circle. But first, we got to get through Arcia. The ball's 1 strike. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. That was way off the plate, and Arcia chased after it, to my surprise, and the count is 0-2. He has struck out 2 times today against Aaron Nola. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. It's popped up and it's hit out over towards the right side of the infield. Harper says that he has it, backpedals, and he'll make the catch. And there's 2 away. And Luke Williams is coming up, so they can't get a sac fly anymore. That was big. Good job by Strom to go with that same sort of a pitch. It was a fastball, not as much outside as the previous one, but still was a good portion, enough for Arcia to just get it off the tail end of the bat. Here comes Luke Williams, a guy who was drafted by the Phillies in 2015. And Strom looking to strike him out, and the first pitch is in there for strike 1. Continue to be aggressive. The ball's 1 strike. Strom looks back at first. Now back to the plate, and the pitch fouled back towards the screen. No balls and 2 strikes. Philly Nation standing up, all 43,000. All coming together to watch this baseball team. The 25th pitch of the inning. Fouled away, and we'll do it again. Williams this season hitting 200. He's been a platoon guy over at third base ever since Austin Riley went down. No balls, 2 strikes. Crowd clapping along once again. And here's the pitch. Fly ball hit out over to center field. Marsh has it under control, gets under it, and makes the catch. And the inning is over. The bases were loaded with 1 out. And after walking 2 batters to load the bases, Matt Strom gets out of the inning, and the Phillies have a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 9th. Wow. Whew. Man. He did it. He did it, man. He did it. Gotta give him that. Gotta give him that. Williams flied out the center. Marsh didn't even have to move. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, guys. Again, I'm Jason Joseph. I'm going to give you a little rundown as to who I am really quickly. We try to go on for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game and try to give you the best type of radio play-by-play that we can. And we have an awesome community on here. We've been doing this for 20 months, and we hope to give you the best types of play-by-play calls that we can. If you guys want to do me a favor and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and follow our channel, I would really appreciate that. You don't have to be a Phillies fan in order to support our channel. We support everybody. We do. And the more support that we have, the better. You're also more than welcome to hit the super chat button down below as well and donate to the channel. You don't have to, but it is absolutely more than welcome. All right. Thank you all so much for being here, and let's get back to our program. How are my freaks doing in the chat? I feel like I aged about 7 years through those 3 outs. You did it, man. That's all that matters. Now we got to win it here. Pitchers gave us 9 innings and 2 runs. What more do you want? I mean, I got to tell you, like, you have to be on the money against this team, and they were. Major League with Charlie Sheen is a great movie. It is. What's up, Matt? How you doing, man? Matt, weren't you on here for like last year's playoffs? Comes Bryce Harper. It's over in the bottom of the 9th. Harper has a chance to walk it off here. And he will face Raisel Iglesias. I don't know why you would put him in this spot. I mean, I understand the philosophy, but Harper has really been successful against Raisel, and it's a tie game. See if Harper can come through. First pitch, it's a foul ball. Got a slider, and it's a 0-1 count. Charge! Next pitch, swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes to Bryce Harper. Here's the next one. Tie and outside for a ball. Raisel Iglesias on the bump for the Atlanta Braves. And the next one is way up high. That was wild. Went right to the eye level of the home plate umpire, and the count is now 2-2. Batters are hitting 120 against Raisel Iglesias' fastball, which is second lowest in all of baseball. The next pitch, and what was a 0-2 count, is now a full count to Bryce Harper as he takes high and away. Three balls, 2 strikes. Power on power. And the next pitch, down low for ball 4. What an at-bat by Bryce Harper. And the winning run is over at first base. So Harper is aboard and is 270 feet away from scoring. Ramon Laureano playing out in right field now for Kelenic. And the left fielder is Williams. The pitch, swing and a miss. And Castellanos is up to bat. Casti lifetime against Iglesias, 0 for 10. 3 strikeouts. The pitch, and he just taps it foul. I mean, that at-bat by Harper was great. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Iglesias comes set just above the belt, and the next pitch, swing and a miss. Castellanos chases after a slider that was in the dirt and outside. And for the first time tonight, he strikes out. It was a good pitch, but I'm surprised. I'm also not surprised that he swung at that. It was sort of a half swing, too. Now it'll be Bryson Stott and the pitch, and he fouls it off. Just gets it off the end of the bat. Phillies fans on their feet. Nothing in 1 is the count to Stott. Iglesias kicks and delivers. Fouled back over towards the third base side and out of play. This is the time, man, for Bryson to come through. Harper's still over at first. We're in the bottom of the 9th. We're knotted up at 2 apiece. And the pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over towards the right side. Merrifield gets the first out over at second, and that's all that they're going to get. A sidearm throw over to Orlando Arcia, and that's 2 gone. That's a fielder's choice ground out, and JT Realmuto is due up. And if you're Harper, you got to run. Or, sorry, Stott. If you're Stott, you have to run because Harper was out over at second. And the Phillies do it. JT Realmuto up to bat. And the pitch swung on and missed. Got a slider just a little bit outside. Iglesias has really been on point with that slider this season. He's 7th in the majors in saves. This is not a save opportunity. The 0-1, swing and a miss, throw over the second base, and Stott does dive in there safely. He is in scoring position, but the count is 0-2 to JT. Here we go. We got a good jump there for sure. and just dived in there head first. Merrifield sort of bobbled it. Stotts 29 for 31 in stolen base attempts. The 0-2 to JT is chopped foul towards the visitors' dugout. I'm not looking at OBS because I think that they're a pitch ahead of us, and I want to watch this and see this for myself. Phillies have 7 walk-off hits this season. Can they get their 8th is the next question. And time called by Real Muto. No balls, 2 strikes. Winning run at second, 2 outs, and the pitch to Realmuto is low and outside. And the count is 1-2. More than welcome to Super Chat as well. Iglesias comes set again and fires the pitch. And that is swung on and missed, and JT's bat goes flying. And we head into extra innings. So, free baseball coming up as the Braves and the Phillies are tied 2 apiece. And we head to the top of the 10th. It'll be Harris leading things off and Luke Williams being the ghost runner over at second base. Okay. All right, let's do it. Time for our 10th inning scorecard. Hi, everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you could just do me a solid and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well, I would appreciate that. And if you want to support, you're more than welcome to hit the dono button, which is the dollar icon. Certainly don't have to, but it is there. 410 people tuning in. My name is Jason Joseph. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. I still keep score. I try to do every single Phillies game that I can, and we try to give you the best type of play-by-play quality that we can. We can't show the games here on YouTube, but it's a win-win because I get to work on my radio broadcasting voice, and I also get to provide the game for you guys. And you get to chat down below, which is really, really awesome. Wonder who's going to be pitching for the Phils. That's the next question. If I don't get to your chat, I apologize. Usually during the later halves of these games, it's hard for me to keep up with everything. All right. Here we go to the top of the 10th. It is 9:56 p.m. Eastern Time. Got a yellow bell out in right center field. And Harris is going to be the first guy to come up to the plate. Now, my question is, and I know it depends on who's pitching, but do you walk him? Do you just intentionally walk Harris and try to go for the double play and face Soler and Ozuna instead? Carlos Estevez is going to pitch, so that means no, they're not going to intentionally walk Harris. They're going to have the lefty on lefty here. Harris made a ridiculous catch out in center field last night to take away a home run by Austin Hayes. Then he golfed one out to right center field tonight and gave the Braves a 1-0 lead against Aaron Nola in the top of the 3rd. Williams at second. Estevez stares back, and the first pitch. And there's a fly ball hit out over towards shallow left field. Can Hayes get there? Let's see, he does, and he makes the catch. He sort of slowed up at the last second, but he did have enough time to get there, and 1 pitch and 1 out in the top of the 10th inning. Estevez's stats, well, in 46 games, he has a 2.31 earned run average, and has gone 46 2/3 of an inning. Comes Adam Duvall, who's going to pinch hit for Jorge Soler. Interesting move here by Brian Snicker. And the pitch. And that is a good slider taken for strike 1 right at the knees. The Atlanta Braves have 11 wins in extra innings, which does lead the majors. Here's the 0-1, swing and a miss. Another slider. This time it was elevated, and Duvall swung right through it. Not quite how many likes do we have on here? Let's get to 347. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner still over at second in the pitch. High for a ball. The Braves in this series are just 2 for 20 with runners in scoring position, if you can believe that. There's Dave Dombrowski, the Phillies president of baseball operations, sitting in his suite, hoping for a win. Williams over at second in the 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. And Adam Duvall strikes out, and there's 2 gone. And now it's Marcell Ozuna. I think came running inside, and Duvall just has been super late on some of these pitches, man. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get to 4,050 subscribers. Hit that sub button if you haven't done so just yet. The pitch to Ozuna, that is way up high. That came at 99 miles per hour for ball 1. Marcell did single in the first inning with 2 outs. And then struck out twice in his fly out as well. The pitch to Ozuna, he fouls it off over towards the right field side, and out of play it goes. We mentioned that the Braves were 2 for 20 with runners in scoring position. Now they're 2 for 21 in this series. The Phillies are 3 for 21 with runners in scoring position. Here's the 1-1 on the way. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. Turner has it, gobbles it up, throws over to first, and the inning is over. Estevez strands the ghost runner over at second base, and the Phillies get an opportunity to walk it off. 7, 8, and 9 are due up in the order. Ghost runner will be JT Realmuto. Nice. Good stuff. Estevez did great. Awesome job. Getting that Harris out was huge. All right, so here's the question now. Marsh, Hayes, and Clemens are all due up. The Braves, I don't know who they're going to send out there on the bump. I don't know. If Iglesias is still going to pitch. But Duvall's going to be out in left field. I'm just curious, do you bunt here? We have 365 people tuning in. I'm sure that not all of you have hit the like button and have hit the subscribe button as well. How do they pit the ghost runner? Oh, it's the last person who makes the out in the previous inning. Awesome. JT is fast, so a single could wrap it up. Even a ground ball hit over towards the right side could help too. All right. Hit that like button, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. I need to see people in the chat commenting down below and getting fired up for this team. So Iglesias will stay out there. It's his 5th outing of pitching more than 1 inning this season. And all they got to do is just play small ball. That's all they have to do, the Phils. It may be a tall task, but they can do it. JT is coming up to bat. Marsh is coming up to bat. JT is the ghost runner, as we just mentioned. I beg your pardon. It's Marsh, Hayes, and Clemens. Then if it goes any further, they get to the top of the order, and it's Kyle Schwarber. Iglesias had 10 pitches in the inning before. And the first pitch, Marsh does show bunt. It's a foul ball, though. And JT got a good jump and was heading to third base. He would have got there with ease, but it was a foul ball. Mom, let's get to 4,050 subscribers. Let's go, baby. The ball's one strike. Marshall's bunt again, and he pops it up this time. It's fouled behind the plate. That was awful. And it goes about 6 rows in back of home plate. That was awful. Couldn't even get on top of the baseball. Oh, 0-2, and the pitch, swing and a miss, and Brandon Marsh strikes out, and there's one away. Got a change up. 1, 2, 3. He goes down on strikes. Marsh was like, darn it, and he knew it. Austin Hayes has the chance to be a hero here for Philadelphia. And he got a base hit. That's the question. First pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over to right field. It's not that deep, though. JT, I think, will tag. Laureano is going to make the throw. It's a really good throw. Cut off by Arcia, and JT stays put over at second base. There's another out there. So 2 outs in the bottom of the 10th. And JT is still over at second base. Wow. The arm strength, that was at 93 miles per hour, that throw by Laureano. Comes Cody Clemens. He has a chance to be a hero. He just called up today. First pitch, inside and down for ball 1. Phillies looking for win number 81 in game number 137. And the 1-0 pitch outside. If they win tonight, then the magic number for them to clinch the division goes down to 19. It's at 21 right now. Schwarber's up next. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch to Cody Clemens. That's on the outside corner. Good pitch. Thrown by Iglesias for strike 1 at the knees. Charge! And the pitch to Cody Clemens. Popped up, hit out over towards the right field side. Can it bloop down? Can it bloop down? And it is a foul ball. Just went over towards the right side of the line. Laureano tried to slide and make the catch, and he was just about half an inch away from catching that. And it was just foul. Whew. Not by much. Merrifield, Olson, and Laureano all came together, and Laureano was the one that called him off and almost made a ridiculous catch. It just sliced foul. The question is, did it hit the line? No, it did not. All right, so 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cody Clemens. And the next pitch on the way. Ground ball hit sharply over to first base, though, and Olson tags the bag. And we head to the top of the 11th. Olson will lead things off. Darno will be batting second, Merrifield third, and we head to the top of the 11th. It's still 2-2 at Citizens Bank Park. Phillies got to have the most overtime games. Nah, they haven't had one in forever. Larry says, I'll get fired up if they can manage to get 3 runs. Honestly, man, like, it's against the Braves, though. They still, you know, now's the time where I need us to do this. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, baby. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Head to the top of the 11th. Let's keep going. 383 people tuning in. Sharon, what's going on? Thank you so much for coming on here. Appreciate it. Welcome aboard. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. So for those of you that are new, okay, I would like to know what got you into baseball. Let me know down below. Games like this make me an alcoholic, says Tony Justice. All right, let's do this one more time. Ninja Chat stopped working. Let's do this. This game is 3 hours old, just about. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Let's get to 4,050 subscribers. Let's go. First person to hit a home run wins guaranteed, says Jane. So Estevez is going to pitch for his second inning. It's a lot to ask for him, but he said that he feels good to do it. And I think that they're going to have Ozuna as the ghost runner over at second. I don't really know if they have any other options. Looks like you're working late tonight. I don't care. It's not really late because we're used to the 7 o'clock games, but let's go. So Matt Olson is up to bat. Ozuna at second. First pitch on the way. Ground ball. Diving stop by Harper. Ozuna will go over to third. Estevez covers the bag and gets the out over at first. And Ozuna is now 90 feet away from scoring. It is 2-2 in the top of the 11th. And Olson does at least get the job done. Good job by Harper, though, to keep it in the infield. And here comes Travis d'Arnaud to the plate. 1 for 4 on the night. Batting .248 with 14 homers this season. First pitch to Travis, and that's low and inside. Really, it was just low. Wearing his bright yellow batting gloves. Infield playing in over towards the right side, and the 1-0 is fouled back towards the screen. One ball and one strike to Travis d'Arnaud. Here comes the next pitch. That's outside for ball 2. Trying to see if there's a stat for Estevez going more than 1 inning this season. This is the only time. Let's see. 2-1 pitch on the way. Fouled off. The last time that he did go more than 1 inning was on May 18th, where he did go 2 innings against the Texas Rangers. That's when he was on the Angels. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Let's get to 4,050 subscribers. And the 2-2 on the way. And there's a chopper hit over to third. Clemens checks the runner over at third base. And Ozuna stays put. The throw over the first, though, is in time. And there's 2 gone. That's a big out. Oof. That was big. Tua Sosopio, the third base coach, had Ozuna stay put there. I think he would have been out. He doesn't really have the best speed in the world. And now Whit Merrifield is coming up to bat. And he takes high for ball 1 at 98 miles per hour. Whit is 0 for 2 with 2 walks and an RBI on the evening. Remember, he beat out a double play. That was a fielder's choice. A 1-0 pitch, and that's just going to not get away too much from JT. But the pitch was low. That was a big out. 2 balls, no strikes to Whit Merrifield. One more. And the pitch. Check swing, ground ball. It's a foul ball. The Phillies will have 1, 2, and 3 due up in the order in their half of the 11th. Here comes the 2-1 to Merrifield, and he fouls it back, and he has 2 strikes on him. Estevez with 18 pitches. Fans standing on their feet once again, looking to get some hope. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch by Estevez. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, says the first base umpire. And Carlos Estevez gets through 2 innings. And we go to the bottom of the 11th. Merrifield does not agree with the call, but the Phillies will get another opportunity to try to win it. It'll be Kyle Schwarber leading things off in their half of the 11th. Man, I got to tell you, it's been a great pitching day between both of these teams. And Estevez gets fired up. That's great. Come on, they got to win it here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Mod Squad, how many likes do we have? Come on, give me a number down below. Let's go, Phillies. That's great. Terrible call. I'll take it. I'll take it, man. I will take that. 4 straight inning where a run wins the game will fall again, says Larry. I'm sitting outside the stadium ready to go into work. Butterflies in my stomach. I like that. 175. We got to do better, guys. 394 people tuning in. Again, let's get to 4,050 subscribers. If you guys enjoy this content, feel free to donate. Feel free to like and feel free to subscribe. 20 months in the making. 20 months in the making, and we're at 4,029 subscribers. We go on for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. If you enjoy my play-by-play calls, this is what I want to do, man. I care about doing play-by-play. That's my passion. That's my love. I also really, really love sports. And, yeah, man, so you're more than welcome to support me and become a member of this awesome, awesome community. Aaron Bummer is going to pitch. Phillies bullpen has been on par with the Braves. Which bullpen will blink first? Phillies have another opportunity to walk it off here. Another sold-out crowd at 43,000. And here comes Kyle Schwarber, who's introduced. And over at second base is Cody Clemens. I'm not surprised that Rojas didn't come in because of that. Here we go. First pitch to Schwarber, and it's fouled away. Kyle 1 for 4 on the night with a single. The ball's 1 strike. Bummer looks back at second to keep Clemens in check. And the pitch to Kyle Schwarber. Fly ball hit out over to center field. Harris is there. Will make the catch. Clemens will stay put at second. It was hit sharply just right at Harris. Right on the nose. That was 111 miles per hour off the bat. And the first out is made. A line out to center. Oof. Trey Turner is due up. Again, let's get to 4,050 subscribers. First pitch to Trey. Check swing. Did Trey go? No, says the first base umpire. I'm kind of surprised. Bummer has a 3.61 ERA this season. And the 1-0 pitch in the dirt for ball 2. Phillies are looking to give him his 3rd loss of the season. 2 balls, no strikes. Bummer versus Turner. And the pitch to Trey. Low again for ball 3, and it's a 3-0 count now. Let's go. Rally towels in the chats. Charge! 3 balls, no strikes. And here's the pitch. Red light all the way, but it's taken at the kneecaps, and it's a 3-1 count. Who's going to be the first person to super chat? 3-1 pitch in the dirt for ball 4, and Turner gets on with a walk, and that puts runners over at first and second. All right, here comes Bryce Harper. Harper walked it off against the Astros earlier in the week. Can he do it right now? First pitch to Bryce. There it is. Ground ball to third base. The throw over to second was a little bit wild. Throw over to first. Not in time. Did they get the out over at second? I don't know. They did, but Harper beat it out over at first. That was a weird play by Merrifield. The throw got away from Merrifield, and he threw it over to first, and Olson did a really good job at just extending his arm. If that gets by him, that's the game. Merrifield got it. Then he threw it over to, first, and Harper just beat out the swipe. It was a weird play. Arcia didn't know if he was supposed to be going to cover the bag, and Merrifield came running in at the last second. So the Braves are going to challenge this to see if Harper is out at first on the swipe by Olson. So there was a ground ball hit over to third. Arcia was confused if he had to go cover second base or if it was Merrifield. And Arcia froze for a second. Merrifield then was the one that caught the second out over at second base, and then he threw it over to first, and it was off the line. Olson had to go try to swipe Bryce Harper, and Harper was just able to make it past there. And Brian Snicker is going to come on out and make another pitching change. And there's 2 outs in the bottom of the 11th, and Bummer, his night is done. So that's a 5-4 fielder's choice ground out. Clemens is over at third, and now it's Holmes who's going to come on in. We got a $2 donation from Jason. Let's go, baby. Thank you so much, man. We also got another membership, I believe, as well, right? Yep, we did. JJ, we need this Harper. We need Harper to do this now. Thank you so much, Jason. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate that very, very much. Grace is here as well. We got a $10 donation. JJ, you're the best in the business. The only way I get to watch the Phillies games, I don't watch the games. I listen to JJ. Oh, thank you so much, Jason. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. I really do. Grace is here, I see. What's up, Grace? Trying to see again if Merrifield did tag second. Yeah, he did. That was not the... That was so bizarre. Thank you so much for the $12 donos, man. I really appreciate that. If this thing plays. Thank you very much. All right, 2 runners at the corners in the bottom of the 11th. Phillies and Braves are tied 2-2. Phillies were down 2-0. Aaron Nola pitched once upon a time. That was earlier in the game. And went 6 innings, allowed just 4 hits, 2 earned runs, and had 9 strikeouts on 100 pitches. Allowed a solo homer to Michael Harris II. And then he allowed a fielder's choice, RBI fielder's choice ground out by Whit Merrifield, and the Phillies then tied it in the bottom of the sixth on a 2-run double by Castellanos. And speaking of the devil, Castellanos up to bat, and he takes the first pitch on the upper third of the zone for strike one. No balls, one strike. Runners now at second and third as Harper is in scoring position, and the pitch to Nick Castellanos, and that is chopped foul. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. Holmes is pitching, and now he is the 7th pitcher used by the Braves, Grant Holmes. The 0-2 to Castellanos, low for ball 1. Phillies have 2 runners in scoring position, but the run that matters, the winning run, is over at third. One ball, 2 strikes to Castellanos, and the next pitch, grounded foul. And Castellanos stays alive. Phillies are looking to take 3 of 4 in this 4-game set between them and the Braves and try to go up 7 games in the division. The 1-2 pitch, line drive, back up the middle for a base hit, and the Phillies will walk it off. It's Castellanos who's the walk-off hero and the player of the ball game. The Phillies win and beat the Braves. 3-2 is the final score. Ring the bell. The Philadelphia Phillies win, and Nick Castellanos gets the Gatorade. Let's go. Let's go. They did it, baby. They did it. They did it. Let's go. Woo! Big Stick Nick. Who would have thought? Player of the game, it's him. It's him, man. It's him. I don't care how they did it. They won. Okay? They took 3 out of 4. The player of the game, I'll tell you what. I'll be completely honest with you. The bullpen. The whole entire bullpen was magnificent. They won this game because of pitching. That's why they won. Their bullpen tonight literally gave you a starting quality start. Nola went 6 innings. This bullpen went a total of 5 innings and allowed just 2 hits. Had 5 strikeouts and 3 walks. This bullpen deserves to be the player of the game. We got another $5 donation from Jason. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. What did he say? What did he say? Props to Nick. How do you describe that game, guys? How do you describe that one? That was, honestly, man, like, some of y'all are not going to feel good after that win, but I take this win with a lot of I look at this win like it was a really good win. I know that the Braves are playing their backups. They have a really nice team. The bottom line is that you needed to get a win to go up 7 games against the Braves, and they did. They did that. It didn't matter who was on the field playing, they did it. And that's all I care about. I care about the wins. It looked ugly. Spencer Schwellenbach, I knew it was going to be a tough outing for the Phillies offensively. And their bats did not do a good job today at all. Nick Castellanos was the only guy that put up some really good at-bats today. I mean, there were a couple of really nice at-bats here and there, but Casty got the big 2-run double, and he got the walk-off single, too. So that was great. Thank you all so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Great game. Bullpen was great. The bullpen was phenomenal today. A+. And I gotta tell you again, my manager did his job. Rob Thompson put this team in the position to win. He did. And every single bullpen move was great. Orion pitched, Hoffman pitched, and then Strahm pitched. He didn't want to have to go to Estevez, but he did. And not only did he go to him for 1 inning, he left him out there for 2. I was surprised. He doesn't do that. I was so shocked. He left him out there. So props to Rob Thompson today, really. The only thing I didn't like about Rob is that I would have tried to get Rojas involved and tried to get him out there in that 9th inning to play center field. That's the only thing that I criticized from Rob today. Other than that, he managed a heck of a game. He did. He did a great job today. Rob is now off my hot seat, officially. The hot seat has cooled off. It did. There still is a little bit of some heat under there, but not much. Not much. He's off my hot seat right now. What's up, Asia? How you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. This Phillies team, man. Love them. They put me through this. Hi, Asia. Don't log off yet, says on the go with CeeLo. CeeLo says don't log off. I won't log off. Uh-oh. What did I do? What did I do? It's shoot time for Larry. We got a $5 donation from Tom Bell. Let's go, baby. First time dono. Let's go. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Magic number for the division, 19. 19, baby. 19. It's so great. We got high hopes, says Ed. 7 up on Atlanta, man. We are in a great spot. And we are. And I wish I could display your comments, but this chat, I realize what the problem is. Nick is the MVP. Nick is a Braves killer. He is, man. I think it's safe to say. Larry says, I'm glad they won, but I'm not celebrating. They won't go deep in the playoffs with this pathetic offense. Tell you what, though, this pitching is for real, Larry. I have to tell you that. And a win is a win. That's the way that I look at it tonight. I know I'm disappointed in the offense, too. Of course, I'm happy with Nick, but this pitching did phenomenal. And finally, somebody answered the bell. And I would have been more crushed if they lost this game. This was the type of game where they had to win. Like, that's the bottom line. You gotta win. Gotta win. You know? That's my mindset. But props to the bullpen. Props to Rob Thompson. Because they carried this team to this win today. And they won the series, man. They did. They absolutely won the series. Y'all can have the week off, says on the go with CeeLo. I'm bringing the CeeLo racing crew. Thank you so much, man. Oh, you're the best, bro. Shout out to CeeLo, bro. Thank you. Thank you, man. Man, you want to read my chat, dude? That's insane. You've been getting a lot of viewers on your NASCAR racing, man. It's so great. I'm so proud of you, bro. I really am. Conga line of terrible at-bats, one after the other. I can't argue with you there. I can't argue with you there. Ed says biggest win so far this season. I'm not going to go there, but they needed this. They needed this win. This was a must-win game for the Phillies. Here they come. Oh, thanks, man. You're the best, bro. Yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday. Thankfully, we have the day off tomorrow. We can celebrate, so that's nice. I think we're going to go out to the bar tonight and get some drinks after that. Offense will return, but then they'll disappear again. I'm just today I'm admiring, and you can feel like however you want, like totally. You have a right to feel upset with this offense. I'm looking at this pitching, and I'm like, holy moly, they're back. They really are. I'm so proud of Orion Kerkering. I was proud of Jeff Hoffman. Matt Strom didn't even have the best stuff today. He walked 2 batters, and he still got out of the 9th. Like, that was huge. It was really, really big. Crazy game. Enjoy your night, JJ. Thank you, man. I appreciate it so much. Do I think the Phillies can beat the Jays? Yeah, I do. Who are they facing in the first game? Let me see. Let me do that right now as we're still waiting, staying on for these Raiders. Dude, and again, CeeLo, I appreciate that. Please drop your link down below. I want my community to subscribe to you guys. We have 540 people on here watching. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. What a game, bro. What a game. I'm just happy that they won. I'm happy that they won. Larry, have you ever felt good about a Philly team? Says Grace. He has. He did. He got his heart shattered last year for the Phillies. He did. He felt all the confidence. And I think that's everybody, you know? All right. Thank you all so much for the raid, man. I want to see your reaction now to walk off. I missed it. I got to go back. I will cut that, though. Best record in the MLB. Are we back? Are we back in the standings? Let me look. Did the Raiders come yet? I'm sorry. I did not see that. Like you said, we have a day to celebrate. We do. I can definitely go out and drink tonight, which is nice. Let's go Mets, says Joseph Santiago. How about that, bro? When have the Mets and the Phillies ever been on the same page on something? Oh, man. We got to face you those 7 times. I won't think about that tonight, though, but good one. Good win. Good win for sure. All right, let's see. How many are we first in the... Now, we're 1 game now behind the Dodgers. But 19 for the magic number for the NL East is nice. So, get your playoff voice ready, JJ. Oh, for sure. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. 1 game behind the LA Dudes. LA Dudes. All right. I think I'm going to wrap up this conversation. We still have 523 people on here watching. That's like so insane, man. That's so insane, bro. On your way out, if you can just hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button, I would really appreciate that. Again, my name is Jason Joseph. We go on for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do play-by-play on here. That's why we call play-by-play with JJ. So we'll be back on Tuesday. We'll actually be back on tomorrow because I want to talk about the birds, and I'm going to get a special guest on to help talk with me about the birds and see what their thoughts are coming into the season. I'm ready for Friday, bro. But as far as the baseball stuff goes, good win, man. That's the CeeLo crew. Thank you so much, bro. Shout out to On The Go with CeeLo. I appreciate that. That means more than words, man. You know, watching other people succeed here on YouTube, other casters, and them wanting to help me out and have my back means the world to me. And please drop your link down below, my guy. I appreciate it. Sorry I was late for getting here. Dude, no worries. Don't have to apologize at all. All right, I'm done. I love you all to death. I will catch you all on the next one. See you all tomorrow. Keep those notification bell icons turned on. And Lila Tove, the Phillies win, man. Felt good. All right, bye. Peace.